What's good, everybody? Hope everybody's doing fantastic this morning. Time won't give me time, and time makes lovers feel like they got something real. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy Boogotti NYC, and like I always told y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to hang out with me. I appreciate you. Hoping that you guys can hear me loud and clear. Let me know who we got up in the building this morning. Come on in. I see you guys ready. Come on in. Come on in. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? I see we made it another day. That's right, you guys. How's everybody doing this morning? My brother Casey's up in the building. That's right. I see Liberty's up in here. Batty, Miss Keisha, Audrey, Durham. Oh, we got a full house up in here. VG. Let me get this camera straight over here so I can make sure I can see myself. So I know I'm looking crazy over there, but let's see how your boy actually looking over here. Let me get the crooked camera fixed. Yeah, let me see something. If I can get a little bit better control of the situation, you know? How everybody doing out there in YouTube land, you know? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Like I always told you, y'all could have went anywhere. I totally appreciate the fact that you came here. Come on with that rock'em sock'em stuff over there, boy. Get that thing straight. Is that it? Or is it the other direction? Okay, we I think we good. Let me see. I think we should be good, but Batty likes when we pull it down a little bit. So yeah, we gotta make sure that we got it the right direction. Let's see if we can work with that right there. Because we got a lot to get into today, y'all. A lot of videos, trending topics, and current events. Yeah, I'm gonna rock with that right there. It looks kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but you know what? I'm going for that right there. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. And we're gonna go for the crooked video in the back like that this morning, I guess. How everybody doing this morning, Sam Champion? Come on in, you guys. We got to get these prayers in the air. We'll fix the camera in a minute. We got to get these prayers in the air. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was one of my favorites too, right there. That's why I said, time won't give me time, and time makes lovers feel like they got something real. But you and me, you know we got nothing but time. I can't sing like him, but I try. Come on, let's get those prayers in the air for love, for happiness, for fun, for understanding, for ourselves, for another day being here together. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. I want to thank you guys for all coming in again. Who we praying for this morning? Miss Keisha, praying for Luigi Winter Rising, Audrey Durham, Casey Ramos, my brother, Liberty and Justice, Rebecca Lanyon, Bueno, Tony Wright, Miss Keisha, VG. I see Big Refried up in the building, Miss Swanza. Who else we got up in here real quick? Let's see. Who else we got? Frankie. We got Miss Keisha. I see Audrey, Luigi. Let's go ahead and get some other people in there. 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy. Let's go ahead and get Batty Lynn up in there. Make sure we get Rebecca Lanya and Bueno up in there. Also myself, Boogotti NYC. Can't forget about Sam Champion, Winter Rising. Also Angels Among Us. Also, let's see, Collective. Can't forget about our brother Teddy. I know you in the building too as well. Everybody that's here, Miss Keisha as well. Everybody. Good morning, everybody, and amen. And I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Whoa. And we wind it up. Do. Wind it up. Do. Said wind it up. Because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. And I think it's 6 o'clock here. So let's go. Oh, okay. Olay. Don't play. Let's go. Open up those pores. Eh, We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those. If it's Thursday the 11th, y'all, it's Thursday the 11th, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that, where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Always gets me lit. Good morning, everybody. Seems like the time is going by so fast. That's why I started it off with time won't give me time, because time is flying by so fast. Can y'all believe it's already like halfway into the month already, and we just chugging along? This whole summer's moving real fast. But you know what? As long as we're here to experience it together, I'm happy for it. We got a lot to get into this morning. We got trending topics, current events, so much more. And just like I always tell you guys, let's just make sure that we stay on topic. Hope everybody's feeling fantastic this morning. And without any further ado, I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I need you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you're chiming in from, because yes, we love to go where you're at to actually get the content. Don't think I'm playing. You don't think I'm serious? Test me. Give me a flag. I'll probably find some information about it tomorrow. It's your boy Boogotti NYC. This is our bottom line. We do this every single day. And no, we do not have any political affiliations. That's why we have one of the best chats and one of the best families that is on. That's actually on YouTube if you really want to think about it. I don't know about anybody else's channel, because all I do is watch ours anyway, and because I want to master it and make sure that we're on point. But as far as family and people, as far as in the chat and friends, Discord, I don't think that we're matched at all. I think we're unmatched, you guys. I don't think that they can rock with us. But you know what I got to do, right? I got to get into some work. I just can't stand here all day talking. So what I'm going to do is this. Let's get into these titles. Let's go. Let's get into these titles this morning, you guys. What do we have? Trump. Why has Trump threatened Iran yet once again? Seems as if that helicopter situation got out, and now he's like, you know what? Got a little bit of retaliating to do. And it's even, and the bad part about it is, when did it happen? Right at negotiations. Even though Pakistan is saying, try not to do anything. We understand what's going on. So he's saying that he held off because of that. But you can only hold off but for so long. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What do we got over here? Got a question. Should New York illegals be in fear since Tom Homan threatens to flood the zone? As you guys know, Kathy Hochul has implemented new laws which have kind of strucken up the fact that they're not going to be helping at all when it comes down to the criminals in jails. They're not going to, they basically reverse everything that they had going on with the relationship that had to be able to say that ICE would be handing over criminals. So now Tom Homan, in a response, is saying that he's going to flood the zone and still get the same results, but it's just going to cost much more manpower. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we've got the last but not least, and you know who we're talking about. Why did Ilhan Omar say that she would not support $1 more when it came down to ICE? What do you think about that? Seems like she had a lot to do when it came down to feeding our future. Didn't have a problem supporting that, right? Allegedly. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen, get those likes up. It's time to do what we do. Let's get into it. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. You know what I'm gonna say, right? Get your water. I don't forget. Get your tea and your 55, and let's do what we got to do over here. Get that coffee together, you guys. Make sure it's good coffee. Make sure it's of good quality. Let's keep on moving forward right here. We got President Trump right here as he sits down this morning, speaks a little bit about Iran. He also has more to say about what they're planning on doing about hitting them hard. Let's keep on going, you guys. Good morning. Good morning.
Listen, back to the White House right now as President Trump gets ready to sign the Secure America Act. Let's listen in.
Yes, at speeds that you wouldn't want to go. That's why it's unmanned, I guess, because nobody can go there. But they rescued, so both people are fortunately pilots are okay. No, look, I've been working with Iran for a number of months, and they should sign the deal. It's a good deal. It doesn't give them the right to have a nuclear weapon. In fact, it totally prohibits them from ever having a nuclear weapon. And it was just tap, tap, tap. I don't know what they're doing. So they then shot at our helicopter, very expensive helicopter, by the way, but much more importantly, the two men, fortunately, they're okay. But an amazing rescue. If you ever get a clip, you won't believe the rescue, how cool it was. The equipment we have. Look, we have the strongest military in the world. And I gave them a break at the request of Pakistan, the Field Marshal and the Prime Minister of Pakistan. We stopped them from going to war with India. You would have had a nuclear war, but it wasn't from them. But they became friendly to me, very friendly, and they're close to Iran, and they work, and they still are working. We tried them to do what's right, but we want a deal that's meaningful. We want a deal that works. We don't want to just have a Barack Hussein Obama deal, JCPOA, the worst deal. That was the path to a nuclear. It's the exact opposite. You know, I like on television say, oh, they should have kept that deal. First of all, it was over. It was a short-term deal. That deal was a path to a nuclear weapon. This is a path against a nuke. You can't have a nuclear weapon. His was a path to a nuclear weapon. They were developing during his administration nuclear weapon. If they had a nuclear weapon, there'd be no Middle East be shot at us.
Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen and go. We got more information coming in right now. Let me get this a little bigger over there so that we can know we're focused on this morning. Good morning, you guys. How y'all doing? Wake up. Let's get it. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. If you just came in, don't worry. We prayed for you, Scooter Winter. How you guys doing this morning? Ad Rains. Angels among us. You already know how we get down. Rose, CLE. Who else just popped in? How you guys doing? Jelena, how you doing this morning? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Okay, we got a situation over here in Iran where IDF basically, yes, a Hamas top money man and his deputy in a fierce strike. It's breaking I almost said that word. I'm glad I caught myself. The Gaza terrorist backbone. Let's keep on moving forward and let's see what's going on with this. Gotta read, huh? So basically, they hunt down a Hamas terrorist. They eliminated Qadar Jamas, the head of Hamas Funds Transfer Network, along with his deputy Mohammed, both that served as key funds operatives for Hamas in Gaza. Managed to transfer tens of millions of dollars to Hamas military wing in Gaza through I don't know what that means, exchanges operating throughout Gaza. So a top money man as well as his deputy were taken out. Trying to hit him where the money at, huh? Trying to hit him in the pockets. And that was an IDF. You know what that means, right? Yeah, exactly. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's double tap that screen, get those likes up. Yeah, we was going over in Iran now. Let's get on back over to Washington because yes, just like I just told you, Tom Homan is threatening to flood the zone here in New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it bum bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Seems like you guys almost only got one more game to go, by the way. Yeah, I'm talking about y'all Knicks out there. I don't even watch basketball and play that much, and I'm not even into it. But I could almost predict that. I think y'all guys are gonna take this chip this year. Good work for you. Haven't done it since '76. Salute to you guys. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because like I said, Tom Homan is talking about flooding the zone. That's right. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's see what's going on with this.
So Tom Homan increases his attacks on Governor Hochul, threatening yet again
That is Kathy Jokel Hochul around these parts.
to surge more ICE agents into New York. And with the World Cup just days away, there's new concern now that Homan's tactics could scare off visitors. Political reporter Marcia Kramer explains.
Ever since Kathy Hochul signed anti-ICE legislation 10 days ago, she's been caught in Tom Homan's crosshairs.
We're going to surge resource in New York. We have to. We have to.
Borders are Tom Homan upping the ante again, just days before the first World Cup match here on Saturday. Homan has been especially upset about two provisions of the new laws here, one that bans ICE agents from wearing masks, and another that prevents the NYPD and local law enforcement agencies from signing cooperation agreements with ICE, pacts known as 287G agreements. Governor Hochul signed legislation that ended our 287G agreements, where one agent can arrest one bad guy, turn over by jail. Now we got to send a whole team to look for that guy. So she took the efficiencies of the jails away in the 287G agreement. So it's math. Regarding the World Cup, Holman was asked about a Somali referee denied entry to the United States. I'm not in front of that case. Between 2 and 5 million international visitors are expected to come to the United States for the World Cup, many coming to New York.
They say a lot of people are nervous to come to the World Cup because of this.
Some of the decisions made by the feds worry the mayor.
Be it the denial of visas for journalists from certain countries, or the rejection of a visa for a coach of a team, as well as single-day visas for specific foreign national teams. This is anathema to what this tournament is supposed to be about.
A spokesperson for Hochul tells CBS News New York they're looking into whether an ice surge will happen during the World Cup.
Okay, they're not going to tell you. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see what Jokul is talking about.
The governor's office also referring to a warning that the administration will pay a political price in November if they surge agents here.
I believe that ICE has been trampling on the basic rights of Americans, and including here in the state of New York.
Probably when it comes down to, I get what she's trying to say. They're not going to be able to take it out on Trump though, because it's going to be his last term as far as that's concerned. They must meet everybody as far as in that party when it comes down to that. And thank you, Sam Champion. I really appreciate it. Let's see some of those photos from your workouts. You know what I'm saying? Let's everybody go ahead and start to put up some photos of working out. And speaking of working out, I'm so glad you said that. Don't try to leave early, and I'm not even going to tell you when it is. I'm just going to move very fast because we might have a little bit of moving to do today. You guys thought that you were going to get through a whole week without moving. Okay, let me keep on moving forward. Sam, you set them up for that one. Thank you so much. Let's keep on going forward, y'all. Let's keep on going. We got Ilhan Omar, someone that I know. I don't say anything bad about her because just like how she used to say it on In Living Color, don't nobody better not say nothing bad about Miss Jenkins, because I know how you guys are about your Ilhan. So I'm not going to say anything bad. But she said that she will not support another dollar for ICE. And that's what she says. And that's what she says, that she's not saying that she's going to sign on to the reconciliation bill. I wonder if she thought the same thing when it came down to feeding our future. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, I rise in strong opposition to this reconciliation bill. Last year, Republicans handed ICE and CPP an $85 billion slush fund. Today, they want $70 billion more, with no reforms, no accountability for the crimes they have committed. And this is at a time when Americans are barely making ends meet. Let me tell you what the money could mean for working families. It could provide free childcare for over 1 million children for 2 years.
In Minnesota.
We could expand and extend the ACA premium tax credit for at least a year.
In Minnesota.
And we could cancel the Medicare debt of a third of Americans.
But mostly in Minnesota.
Instead, congressional Republicans want to hand more money to the same rogue agents that have kidnapped and killed Americans across the country. We know who is really paying for this. When federal agents flooded Minneapolis, our city suffered $200 million in economic damages at least. Workers stayed home, small businesses shattered, and tens of thousands of residents were left thrown out into food and housing insecurity.
I wouldn't want her anywhere around my food, because the way that she suffering succotasses speaks, you have no other choice but expect some saliva going to be inside your plate. No, she said, you want to go to dinner? No, I want to go to dinner with you. Nope, I don't even want to go for drinks. Anything that's going to, no. I don't even want you close to me because I know something's going to, one of them flying guillotines going to come at me like, watch it. Guillotine saliva might hit me. I'm straight. I don't like the way she talks. I'm sorry. It really takes away from a lot of other things, and it's really hard to really concentrate on on a person in government like this. I got to be honest with you guys.
Out into food and housing insecurity. This is why I will be introducing bill to redirect ICE's slush fund to the very communities that the agency has terrorized and harmed. This is who this money should be going to: everyday Americans who are just trying to survive in Trump's disastrous economy. I won't stop. I won't support another dollar for ICE, and I urge my colleagues to vote against this bill. And I
It's so hard to listen to. I mean, like, you really think about what's going on in your mouth as you speak. It's just oh, there you go. You see him right there, you guys. Let's go. We got to keep on moving forward because I can't believe this one right here. And I done told you guys before, I don't care. Mother, father, sister, brother, niece, nephew. See what happens when you keep the people in your house that's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, allegedly? Yeah. See what happens? You get situations like this right here. And then they said, oh, well, you know, he lost his mind. He was angry. He was already on this, on that. That's cool. We get it. But he can do that from outside, straight up and down. You don't have to have people like this around you in your house, honestly. And I can speak like that because I've had it happen to me before. And I've had to approach this cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs person myself and let them know, if anything happened, I'm going to find my way into where you're at and I'm going to get to you. Don't mess with mine. Because I don't play that when it comes down to, oh, he just went crazy and his parents or whatever like that. I ain't playing that. And then have the audacity and the nerve over here talking about, oh, can I use my trust fund to get a lawyer? No, you need a legal aid lawyer. That's what you need. You need a legal aid. That's what they need to give you. You don't need any of that trust fund bread. To be honest with you, since what you did, there should be no such thing as a trust fund. And this is just my personal opinion. Y'all can take it like how y'all want. And that's the reason why I love this show, because we can say the things that we feel as long as it's respectable. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. Let's keep on going. Nick Reiner is over here trying to get a trust fund. He's trying to get to use his trust fund for his defense. And the way that he got his money for his trust fund, because his dad is Rob Reiner, who bust his butt all through his life and made money and worked and things like that. And you guys know who he is. Made money so he can have money, but he took his pops and his moms out. But now he want to use that money to defend himself for taking his moms and his pops out, allegedly. Stupidest stuff in the world. Must be mental. Must be mental. This morning, a new court petition filed in Los Angeles by Nick Reiner's legal representation, spelling out the case for why the 32-year-old should receive money from a trust fund his parents, Rob and Michelle, set up for him when he was a baby. His lawyers writing, Nick loved his parents and he is devastated by their deaths. Reiner's attorney stating part of the trust, believed to be worth at least $1.5 million, was supposed to be distributed to Nick outright when he turned 30. The money needs to go to stray dogs in Costa Rica. All of it. Stray dogs in Costa Rica. Every dollar. When he turned 35, he would receive the rest of the funds. Nick turned 30 more than 2 years before the murders, but the trust did not release the funds as scheduled, citing Nick's inability at that stage to manage a trust. But his lawyers arguing that they believe that Reiner, who has pled not guilty to murdering his parents, needs that money now so that he can buy basic support items while incarcerated. The petition also states Reiner needs the money to rehire his former high-profile attorney, Alan Jackson, this past January. We have no choice at this juncture but to withdraw as counsel has to be believed. In a new declaration released as part of the petition, Jackson states he was hired by the family in the early morning hours immediately following the murders on December 15th. And attorney Alan Jackson also maintains he is willing to return as Nick's counsel if he can be assured he will be paid. No, don't give him nothing. Go ahead and try to do a GoFundMe or something like that. Probably got enough cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs people out here that might give him some bread. He should not get any money at all, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, anywhere that you guys feel like that money should be donated, foster cares for dogs, human beings, homeless people, veterans, that's where that money should go to. It shouldn't go to him. That's how I feel about it. And you know why I love the show again? Because we can have our own opinions about things like this. Let's keep on moving forward. We're going to get on over to, oh my God, no, he didn't. Woo, man, I thought I just interviewed Kevorkian a couple of days ago. When I saw this video, I said, Kenneth ain't got nothing to do, nothing on this dude. You saw that video that we did a couple of days ago that came out about Kenneth Minor. He's the Harlem Kevorkian. Yeah, it's in the videos in the description, and it kind of got a little more in depth than what we put up. I just let it go for about 17 minutes. It's actually 3 parts, but we went into detail about where such and such is at and who did what. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Let's keep on moving forward because this one here, this is a tragedy of justice. This is a justice mistake. This is justice not doing its job. Let's get on over to New York, Brooklyn. I can't even do the Frank Sinatra song for this one because here we have an 88-year-old Captain Crunch Iller. That's right, Captain Crunch Killer. Cereal, cereal, Captain Crunch berries and stuff like that. That's right. And he basically got sentenced to life in prison. The funny thing is, this is probably his 3rd time being sentenced to life in prison. And it's the 3rd time that he got accused and tried and found guilty of the same crime. Seems like this man just keeps getting out, finding a girlfriend. Next thing you know, girlfriend winds up missing. Brooklyn, come on, let's get on over here because the 3rd time this has happened now. This man is 88 years old now, and he just got sentenced to life in prison. Double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys. Let's go. We got it over here. Let's get it.
Harvey Marcelin will spend the rest of his life in prison. At 88 years old, a judge sentenced him to life without parole for brutally killing and dismembering Susan Layden.
Regardless of your age, if you are ever paroled again, I have no doubt that you would kill again.
Regardless of your age, if you were paroled again, I have no doubt that you would again. This is his 3rd time. He should have not been out to do this anyway.
The 3rd time Marcelin is convicted of killing a woman he had a relationship with. In 1963, Marcelin was sentenced to life without parole. Changes in the law later made him eligible for release. Then in 1985, he served more than 30 years for killing another woman. He was paroled again in 2019. In 2022, investigators found the dismembered remains of 68-year-old Layden inside bags across East New York and inside Marcelin's apartment.
Even given his advanced age, there is no hope for rehabilitation.
Marcelin spoke in court, still insisting he was innocent.
My Susan Carol, whom I was crazy over, whom I witnessed murdered by an evil crack.
He said her name, who I was in love with, and who I saw get murdered by an evil crackhead. That's what he blamed it on.
Somewhat apologized to Layden's family, including her daughter, who she had lost touch with after falling on hard times.
He really don't like women, huh?
A longtime friend of Susan Layden's told me via Facebook that she was a warm, loving, and devoted mother and friend. She said she's glad Marcelin will never be able to destroy anyone else's life. In downtown Brooklyn, Sharpton Dennis, News 12 Brooklyn.
Now, right there, that was 3 different times, 3 different crimes, and he got convicted every single time. The first time, he even was in there for so long, he like outdid the statute of limitations or some craziness like that. Second time, I don't know how he got out, and that's why he was out. I don't know why women are attracted to dudes like that. You got a lot of single men out here, if you know what I'm talking about, right? Let's go ahead and get those prayers up in the air, man. I don't understand what's going on out here because, oh my God, life is just too precious. And the way that some people think is just like, maybe it's not for us to even think, to even understand, because we're not like that. But we want to pray for the souls and the losses of everyone that lost their lives in tragedies like this, not just these accounts. All of the families and the daughters and the brothers and sisters and family members and mothers that went through tragedies like this. And I hope that they're getting their peace and finding some sort of calmness now that he's been sentenced. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Miami. We got some Miami situation where it never fails. They never fail in Miami, you guys. They never fail. You guys ready for this one? She made the what? The FBI most wanted list. And I'm not talking about no little numbers right here. She's been wanted. And you know what list that they just created? It's called the fraudsters list. Check this out, you guys. Check this out. If you've seen her, Maybe there's a reward out there for her. But yeah, this woman from Miami has made the FBI, the new JD Vance's fraudsters list. Let's go in.
A Miami woman is one of the first 8 fugitives to make the FBI's new most wanted fraudster list.
I hope they give her a separate charge for that Fu Manchu separate hair hat that she got on right there. Lord have mercy. Like you don't see that she got the hair in the wrap up with the scarf on top, and then they got the other thing on top. That's a straight up hair hat. That's crazy right there. Extra charge for the hair hat. Boom, 30 days.
The woman you're looking at is accused of fraudulently getting nearly $32 million in COVID-19 relief funds. And now there's a cash reward for her arrest and conviction. NBC6's Jay McGraw is live in the newsroom with new details.
It's not just a bad wig, it's the bad flattening. Because if I know anything, you got to wrap it around. It's like a wash and set. You know, you got to wrap it around, put the, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to hold that down. And you know what I'm saying? You got to put the little, what they call that thing that I seen Lucy put on top of Ricky Ricardo's head when she was trying to make his hair grow. Smacked them in the head with a whole bunch of eggs. Put the thing on. You got to hold that down. But when you got a big old head and you got a lot of hair under there, it's really hard to do that. And then what they do is I don't understand why they tear up their edges. Oh my God, look like somebody came through there with a surfboard, like I don't know what's going on. I'm talking about when I seen them edges, it was a problem. It was a problem.
On the allegations, Jamie.
Yeah, Jackie, COVID-19 relief money was meant to help people and businesses struggling during the pandemic. But law enforcement says a 41-year-old Miami woman's alleged fraud was so severe, they put her on the new most wanted fraudsters list. Elaine Esco is wanted for alleged involvement in...
Now, you know you're wrong. You got all that money. You couldn't get one of them Beyonce wigs? The Beyonce wig costs about 10, 15, 20,000, but you got the bread. Go ahead and splurge.
Conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering. She and 5 co-defendants, all of whom were found guilty or pleaded guilty, allegedly submitted more than 90 fraudulent applications for COVID-19 funds in 2020 and 2021. The applications had false information about employee counts, payroll expenses, and business revenues. The government says as a result, they got nearly $32 million of funds. After the funds were sent, Esco and the others are accused of sending
$32 million and you couldn't get the Beyonce wig. See what I'm saying? You cheat in the wrong places. We talked about that the other day. My mother used to say something like, what is it? You cheat for a penny, but you spend more money, like a dollar. Something she used to say, squeeze a dollar, but spend something. I forgot what she used to say. But this is what I'm talking about. She had the money, 32 million. You know how many Beyonce wigs she could have bought with all that money to make her look better than that?
payments to each other and businesses they owned. Prosecutors say they then withdrew large sums of cash and used blank signed checks to cover their tracks. Esco was supposed to appear in federal court last year, but never showed up.
Of course she ain't showing up. She out of there.
During the time of
And I guarantee when you catch her, she ain't got that wig on. She had to throw a whole nother thing on. She probably got the down low now with the finger waves or something like that now, trying to look different.
COVID, and people took advantage of a situation that was supposed to be to help people, believe them, give them some financial stability, and this lady took advantage of it, stealing in the millions. And I think, we're in a time where nothing is cheap. People are struggling to make ends meet, and you have people like this that are taking advantage of a situation, and the federal government didn't take too kindly to that. So,
all right, now
That's a good question. I think Winter just had a good question. When have you ever heard a story about somebody stealing a bunch of money and actually doing something good with it or giving it to the poor? She means sort of like a Robin Hood situation. That's a really good question right there. I never thought about that. Because you know why? Because they don't do it. The only time you hear about that is in the fairy tales, Winter. You ain't hearing about nothing like that. That's why it's called a fairy tale, Robin Hood and the Merry Men. You know what I'm talking about? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Texas, Collins County. After what's this? 3 hours of deliberating, the jury came back with a guilty verdict for Carmelo Anthony case, which draws a lot of backlash and protesters. Now let's go to what they really wrote over there. But I'm lucky I knew what the hell I wrote, right? Let's do it the way that Apple would have tried to get me to do it. After only 3 hours of deliberation, the jury You ready? The jewelry, like my ring or whatever, like that. Like, what the hell are they talking about? Comes back with a guilty verdict in the Carmelo Anthony case, which draws all of the spelling is all wrong. Like, I don't know. Apple, come on now. If you're going to correct somebody, correct me. Let's keep on moving forward now. Spell check. You ever send somebody a text and like, oh, I didn't even mean to put that. No, I don't want to eat feet for lunch. Let's keep on moving forward and double tap that screen and get those likes up and see what's going on over here with this situation. Because I want to see what's going on with this situation with this Carmelo Anthony case, not the basketball player.
Welcome back. Carmelo Anthony filing to appeal his 35-year prison sentence for the murder of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a Frisco track meet. He has the possibility of parole after serving half that sentence. An audible gasp heard inside the courtroom as the sentence was read. Carmelo Anthony, inconsolable, his head hung low, crying. And for the first time since the trial began, Austin's twin brother, Hunter, walked into the courtroom. He spoke directly to Carmelo Anthony. I just want some respect if you could look me in the eye. Carmelo looked up. Hunter continued. I'm trying to learn how to forgive. I'm trying to understand why he had to go. You took away someone who was supposed to be an uncle to my kids. Austin's father also spoke directly to his son's killer. We were robbed. Don't look down. The public response sickens me, especially when a gag order doesn't allow me to defend my son. This was never about race or politics. But what you did was to choose to make it about both. Grief is not sad, it's rage. A piece of me died with my son. I forgive you, but I do not forgive what you did. You can't even look me in the eye, but you can stab my son in the effing heart. Austin's mother telling Anthony, you may have just been given a sentence of 35 years behind bars. You can consider yourself lucky because I've been sentenced to a lifetime without my son.
Damn.
Heartbreaking, devastating. This case
Damn.
is tragic, but somehow it also became tribal. Outside the courthouse and online in the comments section, a modern American racial drama played out. Not because everyone saw it that way, but because a group of activists insisted on seeing it that way.
I said as a former prosecutor, this was a legal lynching that happened in this slaughterhouse. This is a slaughterhouse. This is not a courthouse. This courthouse is the signs when you will come here and you look like us, slaughter you. That's what they were. Those twins are domestic racist terrorists.
Illegal lynching, domestic terrorists. That person is a lawyer.
Now, do you guys agree with the verdict? I want to know, since we're all here right now, you guys, if you're familiar with the Carmelo Anthony case only, I want to know if you guys agree with the verdict. And it's going to be very simple. I want to know by thumbs up if you agree, yes, and thumbs down if you do not agree with the verdict in this case. If you agree with the verdict, I want to give you thumbs up. And you can say something on the side and I'll read it. And if you do not agree, let's get a thumbs down and I will read whatever's on the side too. Got to tell you, you trolls out there too, I got some mods in here that's just tearing y'all up. So if y'all want to keep on playing around, Casey up in here too. It's like it's the prince, the king and the queen is up in here right now. Y'all playing on a wrong day. I don't got to do jack. They tearing y'all up. A lot of people agree. I need to see the damn footage. The white boy was aggressive. Keep your hands to yourself. You should have capital 135 years. Okay, thumbs up. Not harsh enough. Thumbs down. Okay, Casey. Race rate. Okay, they were bullies. Okay, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Helicopter. Okay, what else we got? I have to look into this. Yes, please do that. Thumbs up. We got a lot of thumbs up over here. Casey, what you got? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Do you agree with the verdict or do you not agree? I see Littlefoot said is guilty as charged. We got Audrey Durham that says not harsh enough. Whoa, thumbs down. Not harsh enough. Okay, so wait a minute. Audrey, this is what I'm saying. If you agree with the verdict that he's getting 35 years, you got to put your thumbs up. But if you don't, thumbs down, just to let you know. Okay, let's keep on going. Who is they look up to? What's the Forbes 500? Okay, 2 thumbs to thumbs up. Okay, Brian, I think the thumbs up are winning now. Yeah, the thumbs up are winning now. So more of you guys do agree with the verdict that's going on. Okay, let's keep on moving forward.
My question is, who gave that person a law degree or a bar card? Unfortunately, it gets worse.
Yeah, but we got to keep on going because that we understand what happened with that. Long as we know the verdict and we know what happened with that, that's cool. Because we got to get on over here to see what's going on with this dude. We got the Feeding Our Future defendant who surrenders to federal authorities in Minnesota. Basically left the country, knew that he had a warrant, knew that the police were looking for him, and yes, turned himself in, negotiated a deal. So yes, let's get on over to Minnesota and see what's going on with this. And yes, this is allegedly the company that Ilhan Omar assisted in getting the funds at those different meetings at the restaurants and things of that nature. Let's see what's going on with this. And the sad part about what we've been noticing here, even though a lot of these people have been getting arrested, the crimes that they've done is very high as far as like the monetary that they've taken, but the amount of time in jail has not been, let's say, sufficient to what's going on. Only one person got a lot of time, and I think that was the main first person. Everybody else is getting like a slap on the wrist and getting it broken down to like probation, which is crazy. Let's go.
And developing right now at 6, a suspected fraudster who federal prosecutors say went on the run after getting indicted years ago is now in custody. The feds were waiting when his plane landed at MSP just hours ago. Fox 9's Mike Manzoni was at the news conference this afternoon. And Mike, the suspect arranged his own surrender.
Yes, so young. His name is Saeed Abdullahi Erig, and he arrived on a flight, prosecutors say, from London after leaving Kenya, and that is where they say he's been hiding out for the last couple of years. We do have a photo of his flyers.
Spent all that money moving around, flying all around. Now he broke and want to surrender probably.
This is his wanted poster that's been circulating for the last week or so. The U.S. Attorney is crediting Vice President J.D. Vance with initiating this whole thing. And that's because Vance apparently mentioned Erig's name last week, just after the feds added his name to its new most wanted fraudsters list. That's where that flyer came from. Investigators say Erig stole more than $4 million as part of the Feeding Our Future fraud scheme. Here is some of what the U.S. Attorney had to say about it.
Saeed.
In April 2021, he submitted fraudulent reimbursement claims and received more than $4.2 million in federal funds. At times, he claimed that his grocery and deli served over 3,000 meals twice a day, 7 days a week.
How do you serve that many meals? How many people? How many meals are you talking about? Wait a minute. Is it even really possible for 7 days a week? You're going to have the chef out there busting it down. And who are you giving all this food to? Where is it that bad at? Let's go. Let's go back and break these numbers down because it got to make sense to me. Let's do this again.
Reimbursement claims and received more than $4.2 million in federal funds. At times, he claimed that his grocery and deli served over 3,000 meals twice a day, 7 days a week. Mr. Erig didn't work alone. Mr. Erig's wife, Najma Ahmed, worked with him and received payroll funds directly from Feeding Our Future. Ms. Ahmed pleaded guilty to one count of money laundering on February 24, 2025, and is scheduled to be sentenced here next week. And now the Erig is in custody. Prosecutors say that leaves 3 other Feeding Our Future suspects who are still on the run. We're in downtown Minneapolis. Mike Manzoni, Fox 9.
Thank you, Mike.
Ain't no way in the world you making that many meals. You're going to have some. I'm talking about, I don't even know restaurants that's making that many meals. Did you hear what they said? 3,000 meals a day. You feeding the whole neighborhood. You out there like this. Let's get this going. You can't even stop if you're doing it all day in an 8-hour shift. Man, that's not even possible. And then not only that, they said 7 days a week. You guys heard that last part, right? That was stupid right there. 7 days a week. Oh my God, they was just going in. They was just, no, that's an army. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That's more than a meal a minute. Look at Beyond. That's why I love smart people. Look at that. I'm about to cry. I'm about to laugh at that one so damn hard. Beyond said that's more than a meal a minute. We only have $42 single dinners and holidays. Massachusetts paid an NGO called a $42 meal for the illegals. Wow. Dude, they said 30. I made a mistake. Okay. I made a mistake. Yeah, they did say 30. That's impossible. What? That is bananas. You really want to be here? You want to be part of the community and join the conversation? I don't know what Stuntman is saying. If he's not saying nothing to keep us on point, if it's nothing that we need to pray for and help him out with, I'm leaving. CY8 later, everyone. Okay, Stuntman, God bless you. You have a good day. Now we got to keep on moving forward because we got a lot to do over here. What we got over here? We got to get on over to New Jersey because this is something that all people fear if they work as a janitor, as a superintendent, as a landlord, as anybody that has one of these in their buildings. This woman fell down a trash chute. That's right, in New Jersey. Now she got investigation. There was an investigation into this situation, and they found a lot of D-rugs, and alcohol in her system, and they don't found any foul play. But how do you fall from the 17th floor all the way down inside of the trash compactor? You must have been a rock star wasted. They said she was knocking on people's door and they wasn't opening the door. I guess she went to the compactor and fell in. Yeah, y'all, check this out. Check this out. This is something that you would never believe. And luckily she didn't go down because you know what happens in a certain part of the compacting, this pressure that starts to compact everything. And she's lucky that there was trash on the fourth floor that was stuck in between so that the firemen could actually break the wall and get her out. Let's go, you guys. Double tap that screen and get those lights up. Let's go.
Unbelievable story out of Hackensack, New Jersey. Fire officials say they had to rescue a woman who fell 10 stories down a trash chute.
Now, she survived, but has significant injuries, according to police. Christine Sloan spoke with a tenant who heard the woman screaming.
I still have chills just thinking about it. I felt like she was there, like I felt like I could just grab her.
Maciel Gutierrez says she was putting boxes in her seventh floor garbage room at this Hackensack apartment building on Sunday.
Matia had to walk over and give you the full body shot so we could see the 5,000. We call that the 5,000, you guys. When you get that low budget extra booty there, the legs be looking like lollipops. Yeah, I got you. We see your little body work. Thank you. We want to. All right, so that's the trade for the story. All right, go ahead and get your little walkout. Okay.
When she heard a woman crying for help literally from inside the trash chute.
All I hear is screaming and screaming. I got so freaked that I left. I ran and I was like, wait, look up. Maybe somebody needs help. I went back and I said, oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? Is everything's okay? And I didn't know her language. She was just screaming in a different language. And I was like, oh my God, don't worry. Like, I'm call somebody for you.
Dozens of firefighters and police responding to the 911 call. Police say the investigation indicates the 25-year-old woman visiting a tenant in the building had ingested alcohol and a combination of narcotics when she fell 10 stories inside the 3-foot white trash chute from the 14th floor.
What?
Authorities say the woman was trapped between the 3rd and 4th floors, lodged in a heap of trash. They had to use special equipment to get her out.
They used saws to breach it.
So she and the people on the 12th floor like, just throwing trash down. People got to, throw this up. I'll throw this down the garbage chute. Oh my God, who knows? I feel like Jim Carrey right now. You know what I'm saying? When he was saying, what was that liar? Well, not liar. Oh my God, I feel like Jim Carrey right now when he did the. Oh my God, I would have been throwing up in it. Oh yeah, I'm in here. Oh, I would have been straight up Family Guy in there. Oh yeah, I'm in here. Can you come? Oh, get me out of here. Oh, I would have. Oh man.
And they were luckily able to remove the trash out from the bottom that had accumulated in the chute so that they were able to safely remove the victim that way.
Authorities say the woman was rushed to the hospital with significant injuries, and surveillance video shows her entering the garbage room alone. Gutierrez says before the incident, tenants heard this.
Knocking on everybody's door on the 14th floor.
We tried to get comment from the Main Street building, but were told no one would speak. Police say their investigation continues. In Hackensack, New Jersey, Christine Sloan, CBS News, New York. In fact,
You sitting there drunk and all of a sudden the pamper come down. Rakata. Some oatmeal fly out. It ain't oatmeal though. Whoa. I bet the firemen didn't even want to touch her.
officials do tell us a firefighter was injured, cut by the metal sheet inside the garbage chute.
Oh man, let's go. Let's keep on going. I hope he got that thing disinfected very well. They had to cut the wall open. I'd have been like, yeah, I'm in here. Can y'all hurry up and try to get me out of here? Cause remember Brian? Y'all don't know if y'all know, if y'all really into Family Guy the way that I am, my favorite part, I think it's either Brian or Peter held Brian's ears back. He's like, hold my ears back, hold my ears back. Oh my God. They were just throwing up all over the front living room. If you guys remember that, that was crazy. I'm sorry, we're doing the news. Let's keep on moving forward. We got to get on over to Virginia because this ain't funny. And I'm glad that you guys were able to laugh with me before this story came up. We got I can't even say that word, an auction, yeah, suspect in custody after he stopped short on endorsing McDuffie. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. This is crazy over here. Oh man, this is hilarious. Let's go. Since the driver accused of causing a deadly I-95 bus crash in Stafford County is in jail. A new look at Jing Dong tonight. He was released from. Now Jing Dong just now got released from the hospital, but he got arrested. He's the one that's responsible for that big crash that happened on the I the other day, where all of those people actually lost their lives. So yeah, let's keep on moving forward. And yes, his name is Jing Dong. Yes, it is. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Accused of causing a deadly I-95 bus crash in Stafford County is in jail. A new look at Jing Dong tonight. He was released from the hospital and immediately taken into custody. And we have new details tonight on his involvement in that pileup ahead of his first court appearance tomorrow. Bob Barnard has the very latest from Stafford County. Suspect Jing Dong is scheduled for 2 court appearances here in Stafford County in the morning. First in General District Court and then in Circuit Court. We have a new mugshot of Jing Dong. He's 48 from Staten Island, New York, facing 5 felony counts of involuntary manslaughter and 1 misdemeanor count of reckless driving. He was just released from the hospital. What a name. I'd have been looking at my parents when I could distinguish stuff. I'd have just came in the room and said, really? Jing Dong, really? Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up, you guys, to get those people over here to see what's going on. Even though it's a crazy name, it's a serious story. Come on now, let's get those subscriptions up as well. We're almost at 73,000 subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and double tap that screen, you guys. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Now being held at the Rappahannock Regional Jail. Virginia State Police say Dong was behind the wheel of a tour bus with 34 passengers headed from New York City to Charlotte, North Carolina, south on I-95 here in Stafford County early in the morning of May 29th. Investigators say Dong never hit the brakes before plowing into 6 cars that were slowing for a construction zone. I think you guys made the comment the other day about that other 18-wheeler, that semi that hit that other SUV. I think this is the same situation right here, you guys. I think he probably fell asleep at the wheel. 5 people were killed, including 4 members of a Massachusetts family heading to a wedding in South Carolina. 44 others were injured, including bus driver Dong. Here's Virginia criminal defense attorney Dimitri Pikralidis. One thing that matters here is if there's some form of guilty plea to this action, that helps the families tremendously because it basically ices liability in terms of the civil context, which is very tricky in Virginia because of contributory negligence. We don't know if there's a sudden emergency. We don't know if he was distracted. We don't know if he was sleeping, or we don't know if he was just driving plain crazy. We just don't know. So there may be mitigating factors. Maybe this man had a heart attack and he never had a heart condition. We just don't know. And that's a viable defense in Virginia. Now, Virginia State Police say they are still looking for witnesses or anybody who shot video at the time of the crash or immediately afterward as they work with Stafford prosecutors on this case. Jing Dong is being held in jail without bond. Those involuntary manslaughter charges, they carry, if he's convicted, a punishment of between 1 and 10 years in prison. Guys. Yeah, but that's going to be a lot of multiple charges, so he's going to be in there for a long time. And that right there, I never did understand why it's always manslaughter instead of the real thing. Because you're in the vehicle, you're in control, and you're in control of what's going on, and you do something like that, I don't look at that as manslaughter. No, I don't. Also, if you're driving and doing something like that, you take somebody out, I want to up the ante, hit them with the double, hit them with that M. because you done took somebody's life. It's not no slaughter. It's over. I want to pray for the people that are sick, that are hurt, that are still fighting for their health to get through these injured in this tragedy. I want to pray for all of the police officers, and thank you so much to the 11 different ambulances that were there when it came down to the first responders. Also want to just please make sure that we are being very careful when we are out there, you guys. I know we have some really good drivers here, but everybody out there is not as good as we are. You know that, right? And pay attention to everything around you, no matter what. Even if you think it's in the clear, it's always something to pay attention to. Amen. Got to be careful out there, us as well as them. Now we got to get on over to liar, liar, pants on fire. Yep, let's get into it, you guys. We cannot forget the way that we stack these stories when it comes down to our brain files. Now, they may be playing around with the Epstein files, but when it comes down to our very own brain files, we know what somebody said, and we know what their possibilities of doing. We've also seen many videos and interviews with what's her name? I don't want to get it wrong. Melinda Gates, who basically said that the reason for their divorce is because of infidelity. One. Number two, now we're finding out that there's a possibility. That's right, that Bill Gates says that he basically started off by saying that he's happy to be at this investigation and being questioned. But if you guys remember the interview that we played here, Melinda said that that's the reason why, and the thorn that broke. I mean, the thorn that broke the camel's back on why they actually got divorced. Okay, let's keep that going. Not only that, but now we've even got more accounts where Bill Gates is saying Jeffrey Epstein probably caught him in a compromising position. You know what I mean? And was going to try to extort him. Check this out, you guys. So now we're getting what really is going on behind the scenes once people starting having to tell this information, especially when they're under oath. Let's go. Let's see what's going on with Bill.
Glad to be here voluntarily to testify to help with the committee's work. I'll start with an opening statement in the hearing room. I hope my testimony is helpful to the important work of the committee to find justice for the victims.
Lawmakers have a lot of questions for Bill Gates. He appears in the Epstein files
Why you don't think that's the real Bill Gates, Brian?
hundreds of times. He's referenced in emails and phone call invitations and calendar invites. But the most explosive allegations are these.
The darkness shall come to light.
That Epstein allegedly was going to send himself, but never said. These are unverified claims where Epstein claims that he helped Gates to be set up with women, and he also helped Gates get medication to hide a sexually transmitted infection from his then wife, Melinda Gates. Now, Bill Gates denies those claims vehemently, says they are completely false, but has said he regrets ever interacting with Gates.
In his opening remarks, Bill Gates told lawmakers he was never aware of Epstein's crimes, and that he himself, Gates, never victimized anyone. He gave a little bit of a background on how they got introduced back in 2011. He said that their interactions, for the most part, were pretty limited, and that all of that came to an end in December of 2014.
His interactions were pretty limited. I found situations where he was putting up money, hundreds of millions of dollars, allegedly for different things that Jeffrey Epstein was putting together. And maybe that's why they were talking about he was possibly trying to extort him. Just keep on moving forward. I mean, you already lost your wife about it. So I guess you're just trying to keep what's left of your reputation together.
Says his interactions with Jeffrey Epstein were limited, also hinting at possible blackmail or extortion, saying
Thank you, Darnell.
Use information about his infidelities to re-engage him once he broke off contact. Gates meeting behind closed doors with the House Oversight Committee earlier today. Scripps News senior national correspondent Alex Miller was there. She's live on.
Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Get more people over here. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Alex, what are you hearing about what Gates is told lawmakers?
My sources are telling me that Gates has told lawmakers that he had no involvement in any of the allegations against Jeffrey Epstein. He says he never visited him on his island, in his Palm Beach home, or at Zorro Ranch. Now, still, as you mentioned, he did say that he was being blackmailed by Jeffrey Epstein when Epstein found out about his extramarital affair. So
you heard that. The first account, somebody actually saying the words, this is what he did because that's what he was about. Epstein was on that. That's what he was about. Find him in a compromising position and boom. Or let him come over to my massage spot where cameras are at anyway. Let my girls deal with him and we got him on camera. And now we can use him for whatever we want.
Gates is mentioned in the Epstein files.
All right, Teddy.
Nearly 3,000 times.
Have a good one, Teddy.
I do not have all of the files, but there are, he is mentioned in calendar invites, in emails back and forth, and there are photos of him in there as well. And so the committee was asking him, what did he know and when did he know it? Listen.
See your boy over there with Prince Andrew. That's a cool person to hang out with, huh?
He admitted that he knew of Mr. Epstein's reputation. He admitted that he knew that he had been convicted of sexual crimes. But ultimately, in his words, he viewed this narrow relationship as being an acceptable means to access wealthy donors. And of course, looking at that idea of being blackmailed by Epstein, we know that Melinda Gates, now the ex-wife of Bill Gates, saying that the relationship that the two had impacted their marriage. Gates has called this a huge mistake, but they became friends in 2011. That is when their friendship began. Now, that was years after Epstein had pleaded guilty in Florida to solicitation of prostitution of a minor. And so there have been questions about.
So you was dealing with him, you know what he was about. Then you got yourself divorced because of it. Your wife even know what's going on, but you ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Okay, that's some good math right there. If you guys don't know 1 + 1 = 2, I'll tell you. But as far as we concerned over here, sounds kind of fishy. Sounds kind of fishy. I would say so myself. What else you guys got over here for me? Much love, Teddy. Can you imagine the mindset of about 101%? What else you got? I guess being a multi-billionaire wasn't enough. Epstein is not pow. He was extracted. I think so too. Thank you for saying that because I didn't have to say it. Well, I did though because you said it. We are the company we keep. There you go, Scooter. I love it. Curious how deep this is, and that's why I keep on going at it every single day. Wait a minute, that don't even look like Bill. Something is fishy. Okay, I don't know. Let's see if you guys can double tap that screen to get those likes up, because what it does is gets many more people over here to see the show. Trending topics, current events, and much more. Got another situation that's breaking from yesterday. Epstein fallout. Do you guys think that the White House had a committee together in order to cover up? Not let out specific files, not let certain questions happen when it had to pertain to President Donald Trump. That's right. This is like a breaking news story that everybody's talking about right now. So we got to go into it as well. We got the Epstein fallout with panics for new details from a tense White House meeting. Let's get into this White House meeting and see what they're talking about with this. Come on, you guys. Everybody else going to be mad that they left because I left the goodies for now. Let's go.
2025, about a year ago, a chunk of Trump's top officials, who you see listed on your screen, led by the vice president, filed into the White House Situation Room without the commander-in-chief, without President Trump. They were trying to figure out how to regain control over the growing ugly narrative that the Trump administration was, at the very least, complicit in a cover-up for the crimes of now dead pedophile Jeffrey Epstein and
Bill Gates,
predators in his orbit. 10 days earlier, the Justice Department and FBI had released their nothing to see here memo saying that their review found no client list of the powerful men to whom Epstein had allegedly trafficked girls underage and with.
Look at what. Thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat, BB Drifty. If I owned this station, I would say every word. I promise you I would say every word. But everybody say thank you. And you might want to read what Thrifty said. Because, oh boy, boomer, out of the park.
Women. Vice President Vance reportedly told the group, this is a huge problem. And he argued that all the Epstein files should be released.
Uh-oh.
The report says, quote, Vance had also floated to colleagues an extraordinary PR gambit that the
Tucker
enlist Tucker Carlson to interview Epstein's longtime girlfriend and co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell, in prison.
So they were basically trying to get in front of this story and talk about this in order to.
It might help the president if Maxwell was willing to state that Trump had not been part of any wrongdoing with Epstein. Spoiler alert, Tucker did not get that gig. You will know, however, that the goal here, as stated, seemed to be to get Trump cleared by Maxwell, who is a criminal with questionable credibility, to say the least.
Let's keep going.
The task of the interview ultimately went to then Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, who Trump has now nominated to be full-time Attorney General. Cut to August 13th. 2025, the Epstein scandal still raging. A similar situation room meeting is convened where the conversation turns to what allegations might be in those files about the president.
Come on, y'all. Come on.
Reportedly raised the subject of a disturbing but unverified accusation against Trump that had come to light in case filings unsealed in 2023.
Now, this is what I don't like about the news. This is unverified in 2023, and we don't know if it's true or not, but they still gonna say what the case is, what it's about. You guys, let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. And if we're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and become a member. You look really good in green. Everybody always says it, and you really look good with one of those gloves. That's right, Casey. Let them know they look good in green, right? Let's go. Let's go.
And that included emails sent to a journalist by Epstein victim Sarah Ransom. Apologies in advance for some of the blunt language and visuals. It will, in part, we are going to edit some of it.
Her name is Sarah Ransom. You heard that, right? Let's go.
Just because we don't need to go into all of it. You can read it in the New York Times story if you want more. Ransom claimed, quote, Ransom claimed that she knew a girl in Epstein's sex trafficking ring named Jen, who said she had sex with Trump. Ransom also claimed that Jen had told her that Trump had a predilection for nipples, unquote. It goes on into more graphic and disturbing details. Again, not corroborated allegation.
So why'd you say it?
The New York Times report also notes that Ransom's credibility was not uncomplicated, given that she had made another claim. She had footage of prominent men having sex with young girls in Epstein's orbit, and Ransom later retracted that claim, saying she was fearing for herself and her family if she went forward. Again, just to underline, these are all unverified allegations. Trump has not been accused of any criminal wrongdoing in any sort of court of law. He denies any wrongdoing. But Trump officials were concerned about this allegation resurfacing if the Justice Department released all the Epstein files in its searchable library.
That's why everybody's saying that they won't release the other 3 million files, because that's going to pop up amongst a bunch of other stuff. So sounds like it could be something there, you guys. What do you think? Let me know if you believe any of this stuff. We got to get on off the Epstein situation, because that's all we got for you right now. That's right. We got to wait for other Congress, other people to go before and see what happens with this. But that's about it. We're going to wait and see what happens. Let's keep on moving forward now, because we got James Comer back there that's talking about accountability. And when it comes down to fraud and Tim Walz and what JD is not possibly, they're putting an investigation into Minnesota fraud. Let's go, you guys, and double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go.
And joins us now. Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for your time and good to have you here today. JD Vance has been out there a lot trying to crack down on this fraud and making announcements about it. Here he is with Jesse Waters last night on Governor Walz in Minnesota. Listen.
We actually referred this particular case to the Department of Justice for a full criminal investigation. You had people within Governor Walz's office who were saying, you know what, this looks like fraud. It looks like these Somalian illegal immigrants are doing something that's very shady. And then you had people who shut them down. Clearly, people weren't taking fraud seriously. Whether it rises to the level of a criminal violation, we're going to investigate it. And of course, if it does rise to that level, we're going to prosecute it.
That's a big announcement, Chairman.
Thank you, Donich, for subscribing. Thank you.
That's a big announcement, and it's very well received on the House Oversight Committee. We've been doing a lot of investigations. We've given a lot of referrals, and haven't seen a lot of action out of the Department of Justice. But now that Todd Blanche is in charge, and now that JD Vance has this task force, we're starting to see accountability. Thanks to Vice President Vance, we've had over 36 fraudsters in Minnesota arrested. And I think that he took this report that we did, where we interviewed all the Minnesota state employees that came forward that have been saying for years that there was fraud. They've been telling Governor Walz and Attorney General Ellison about this fraud. Not only did the governor not do anything about the fraud, he actually retaliated against some of the state employees who were doing their job and reporting the fraud. So thanks to Vice President Vance, this is now referred to the Department of Justice, and I'm confident we're going to see action, because if you don't do something to the big politicians that continue to abuse taxpayer dollars, they will continue to abuse taxpayer dollars. So
Let's keep on moving forward. I'm gonna let you end on that there, James. Let's keep on going because we got more to get into. We got some more breaking news to get into over here. We got to get on over to where my people from. That's right, South Carolina. How many of you guys are familiar with the Carolinas like that? What's going on? Let's go. There is no fraud in Indiana. There's not, probably just saying that's not to take away from the Jeffrey Holston the Epstein files. Do you keep people's minds on something else? Okay, what do you got? I'll talk about everything over here. Bobby Short, that's what we do. Every state needs a full audit, and I agree with you, Audrey. Yes, we watch all news stations and respect all political parties here. Welcome to the hottest news live around interactive and civil debates. That's right here on Our Bottom Line. Thank you so much, Liberty and Justice. I love when she does that. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to South Carolina where ICE, doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Ice, ice, baby. Get 'em. That's right, you guys. Watch your head. Ay, coño, what happened? Oh, I'm sorry about that. It just slipped out. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to South Carolina because some people who got arrested, I think that once you hear about what they did for trying to work the system, you guys are gonna be like, for real? 3 different identities at the same job, and they knew it. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Check this out.
Authorities in South Carolina say Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents arrested dozens of people at a South Carolina business yesterday. And this morning, the state's attorney general laid out the charges against some of the suspects who were accused of identity theft. Let's go to CBS News correspondent Chanel Call. She is live in our newsroom.
No, they weren't just illegal. They were identity theft illegals. Check it out.
New York today. Chanel, what did South Carolina's top prosecutors say about this raid?
Hey, Mugo. So, look, they're saying that this investigation began back in 2024. And I should note as well, this is a multi-agency investigation. It involved agencies from state, local, and federal governments. And today, South Carolina's Attorney General Alan Wilson held a press conference, Mugo, where he talked about how ICE has now detained 48 workers at that building, and also 2 people who were managers there were charged. What does this have to do with? Well, Wilson said this is about immigration violations, and what you're looking at here is video of that raid. So essentially what they're alleging here is that those 48 people who were detained, Lugo, the state is saying they were here illegally. They're also saying that they used what they call document vendors to essentially obtain fake documents that enabled them to get employment. They also
Like, don't worry, we help you guys get the paperwork and all of that. Not only that, but when the paperwork ran out, they got them new paperwork and knew that they was hiring illegals.
allege those 2 managers that were arrested and charged today, they say they knowingly hired those 48 plus workers. Here's more.
This isn't about going after people who are trying to feed their family. This isn't going after companies or businesses who unknowingly hire illegal. This is about going after something much larger. You know, a conspiracy of people around South Carolina to steal identities, to create fake social security cards, fake driver's license, fake immigration documents, to allow not just illegal aliens to be here, but people who are here engaging in violent or illicit conduct. It could be engaged in labor or sex trafficking, engaged in gang activity or cartel activity, drug trafficking activity. In this particular case, it targets businesses who knowingly and intentionally hire people that they know are not here legally and then hire them anyway. For instance, hiring the same person 2 or 3 times with 2 or 3 different identities because they haven't got the paperwork right. That kind of information. That is what we are targeting. And so will there be others to come? That we'll let the investigation organically play out, and it'll take us where it takes us.
So after those initial remarks were made, there was an opportunity for reporters to ask questions during that press conference, Mugo. And reporters asked state officials today about what their message would be to, communities of color, communities of immigrants,
that are there in South Carolina watching this story unfold, and ask them whether this is something that they should consider, bringing their documents with them when they leave the house, even if they're not traveling. State officials to that question.
I don't know what you mean when it come down to color, so leave me out of it. I'm tired of them trying to say that. I got ID in my wallet. I ain't got to worry about that. You don't got to worry about me going nowhere. They're like, what's your name? I'm going to tell them my name. Oh, yeah, you got any identification? Yes, sir, right here. Oh, such and such from New York City? Yes, want me to sing the song? Ooh, it. I'm Boogotti from New York City. Now give me my damn identification back. Nice to meet you guys. Holla. Peace. Get them. And I'm out of there. Go ahead. They're always trying to rile us up, talking about they coming for you next. You should see how the real American, African Americans like myself listen to stuff like that. We be over there just like this. Really? You're coming to get me next. You really coming to get me next. And where you gonna send me? You already heard the joke. I don't know if you guys heard this joke, but I'm going to tell you because I'm always good for a good joke. I just got to remember the comedian that said it. And I got it right now. I hope I don't get in trouble for this joke. His name was Robin Harris. His eyes, they went like this. What you know him for is baby kids. We don't die, we multiply. That's right, I'm talking about Robin Harris. I'm talking about Kid and Play, Kid's father from House Party. You know what I'm talking about, right? What he said was, I gotta remember this. Now, what did Robin Harris say? What was it now? I can't. Don't forget it now, Boogotti. Don't lose it because you just had it. You just had it. New York City. The little joke that you came in with. Come on now, don't mess it up because this was a good plot that you came in with. Robin Harris, Bebe's kids, talking about the begging for money, and I lost it. Sorry, I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I lose my train of thought sometimes, and that happens. I was trying to bring you guys a joke that actually came from Robin Harris when he always said certain things, because I use his punchlines a lot when it comes down to the electrocution stuff. I use his stuff a lot when it comes down to baby kids, we don't die, we multiply. I use his stuff a lot. Let me look at this to see if I can remind myself of where I'm going with this. Oh no, I'm lost on it totally. I'm so sorry, you guys. I apologize. It happens sometimes. But we were talking about got arrested, Carolina businessman. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. I'm already past it. I apologize, you guys. We'll get it on the next one. It happens. It happens. Sometimes a joke flops. We got to go back on to New York because we got some even more serious things that's happening here. And I think I'm going to make up for it on this. I apologize. Remember, do you know that if you try to copy a bill, like a dollar bill or $100 bill on a printer, it won't copy correctly? It won't line up correctly. The numbers won't come out and it doesn't have the paint and anything to actually even match it. Most of the time it won't print. And even if it does print, it'll probably come up with all black and white. That's the only thing about that. If you try to copy a dollar bill. And this right here, I actually do agree with. It has to do with the 3D printed pow-pows. And what they're doing now is they're saying that they're limiting the operations of printers so that they can't make those in the state of New York. So since New York does not have the rights to have pow-pows 3D printed, they're gonna have a deal where it comes directly from the manufacturer, where you can't have any printers that come in from the manufacturer. You heard what I said, right? Can't print these 3D pow-pows. I'm gonna do it really quickly because you know how they act about this. I'm gonna show you a little bit in the beginning, and then I'm gonna get right to the legislature on it. Even though the pow-pow is blue, you never know what they're gonna try to do. Let's keep on moving forward. And again, I do apologize for the other one, but I know y'all love me, so I'll get past that. Let's go.
Takes effect in New York next week, aimed to stop 3D printed ghost guns.
Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles sat down with the Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg to talk about how this law could really become a game changer.
Manufacturers can't have not print a 3D gun, much like, we don't have, commercial printers that print US currency, right? So we're gonna limit it in the same way. And I'm so happy to be able to report now, as of last week, That's going to be the law of the land in New York State.
Eyewitness News sitting down with Manhattan.
But that does not mean that they're not gonna get a printer from somewhere else or try to get it, try to get it from somewhere else, right? So you guys know if that probably means that if you get caught with a 3D printer with the capabilities to print, you're probably gonna get a charge for that. Just to let you guys know in New York, if they don't want them in the state, but you're still finding a way to get them in, I'm sure that's going to be looked at as illegal. So there's more than one part about this that I wanted you guys to know about.
District Attorney Alvin Bragg Tuesday afternoon about approaching gun prevention at every level.
The hope is that other localities and other states look to us and they say, okay, we're going to start to do this. Then the printers, that could be a nationwide adoption.
Especially with the added threat of 3D printing a switch that converts a handgun into a semi-automatic weapon, like the one used in the fatal shooting of a Harlem woman using a Walker last August. On a comprehensive level for this particular month, what is the goal of your office?
The goal is to continue to drive gun violence down.
And Bragg taking on YouTube 2 years ago.
In the case of YouTube, we had cases with young people who said, how'd you learn how to build a 3D gun? And they said they were watching gun-based video
on YouTube. Yeah, we got to get up out of there because you already know we dealing with something like that right now. And just to let you guys know something that I do remember and I'll let you guys know about, we had one more shot of getting that strike off because you notice what we do over here. And like sometimes I might want to report something like that. We got a little situation. I don't even want to say it loud, but we had a situation where it shut us down for like a day and we got in trouble for the same thing that we're doing right now. And they tried to say that like I had the pow, which is ridiculously stupid, I must say. Ridiculously stupid. How about that? Number two, I reached out to them and I thought that they were going to be okay and say, you know what, we see that and we're going to move it off. They didn't do that. What they did was instead they realized they made a mistake, but they kept the throttling going on, which is why I've been looking like a crackhead for like the last couple of months. So if you guys haven't been seeing me wondering what's going on, it's because of some terrible fake thrills noddling that these guys are doing right now because of it. And I wasn't talking about it before because I just didn't want to put that up in the algorithm and I didn't want it to be said. But maybe I do need to put it in the algorithm and let it need to be said. Because if I'm looking at a damn video and I'm talking about it, how am I getting a strike for something like that? And let's go even further. I'm talking about really bad. I'm talking about we was doing 100,000, 80,000. Why? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because we're good. We're good at what we do. So now we up in here just doing a regular video or whatever like that, and boom, we get in trouble for some crap, right? So my question is this: how come it's still available on Fox? The video that I was covering. I asked them that. All of a sudden they want to reinstate us first, give us the 24 hours, put us back on. But they still got that crackhead thrills noddling going on with us right now, which is totally unfair. Now back to what I really got to say. I don't do this every day for no reason. I don't do this every day for no reason. Hopefully, this guy's good. He's good at what he's doing. People like him. Make some damn money, hopefully, right? Almost 2 years busting our butt doing this right here, and something that wasn't even fair to us, we get a strike about? It makes absolutely no sense. You got to send it directly to legal, and it's got to be sent certified mail. We did that a couple of days because honestly, let me tell you what I want. I want to be reinstated the right way. I want you to take that damn thrills noddling off of me. I want my money that you took from me for the last 60 days because now we got 30 days left. And you know what I'm going to say about this last one? This is me making a gesture. You can't keep a good man down. They will never, never take my crown. In the 6 a.m. slot, whoever is there right now doing whatever you're doing, prepare for this. Oh, yeah. Prepare for this. Give me that mic back. All right? Because we who we are. You had to do it this way. You had to go out like suckers and do it that way, okay? But that's why we got to be smart and we got to divert and do more than one thing so that when big boy and big bro do punk stuff like that, we gotta be in position to make sure that we're good. They didn't think I was gonna be able to survive that. I've been doing this for over 450 days. You gave me a 90-day whatever on you too. So that's all I'm going to say right now. Send the paperwork in. That's going to go to an actual lawyer. I want them to see this video and then explain to me how come on top of it, the video is still up on Fox. So how come I got a strike for a video I was covering and it's still up on Fox? I don't want the strike. I want my money back, and I want everything that you guys took. Had up to 750,000. I was at 4.5 million a month, killing them. Got me at this crackhead 5 point something. You crazy? And still suppressing. And the cherry on top is no matter if you treat them good, you still got to get money from me. No matter if you treat me bad, you still get money from me. Somebody give me $10, I get 7, even if you're doing this terrible stuff to me. So I got to let you guys know everybody still got a boss, and it sucks. But you know what? Can't keep a good man down, and this ain't all I do. So let's keep on moving forward, because we got to get on over to some other real stuff that I like to talk about, which is our animals. And since I'm already charged up, and I'm happy about this, that I'm charged up, because I would like to go into this next topic like this. Let's go talk about these carriage horses, the one that lost his life yesterday, 16 years old in Central Park. I've been having a problem about that for a very long time. Yeah, they already know what the deal is. They can't. They can't. And do me a favor. Do not say it's me. It ain't me by myself. This is us. I don't do this by myself. I love seeing every single one of y'all. I come in for every one of y'all every day. And the people that have been like, yo, I've been here for 2 weeks and I love this show. You know what that's telling me? We actually are good. It ain't about I love the people that have been here for the long haul. I love you. But when you got somebody that say, yo, I've been here for 2 weeks and I just subscribed, that lets me know you're doing your thing and you're doing it right. That's what it lets me know. And people right now still rock with you. So y'all can keep on playing. But like I said, I'm snatching the mic back and I'm gonna be even worse when I come back. So let's keep on moving forward. Can't hold me back. Do 420, 440 push-ups a day on purpose. On purpose. I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Come on, stop playing with me. This is not a game. This is what I do.
Debate tonight about horse carriages in Central Park.
A horse inside the park tonight died on the west side. It happened near 72nd Street. Not clear exactly at this point how the horse died, but of course it has reignited this long debate. Critics again calling for the city just to shut down the horse-drawn carriage operation.
At nighttime, out there doing what? Out there doing what? Out there doing what at nighttime? What? Oh, can we just get in this horse carriage or whatever like that? We don't know how long that horse been out there. Sometimes they switch shifts. They switch shifts for the driver, but they leave the horse out there. How come you don't bring another horse? It was sunny and hot and crazy out here all day. You don't think that the horse need to go get a chill down time too? That's what I'm talking about. You can't just keep on working things like a machine. You can't do that. And look at this, 16 years. Imagine what that horse went through. I wish that horse would have had a chance to run in the meadow and hang out with other horses before he lost his life. But people don't think about stuff like that. Just get the money, right? Put him on the carriage and make people, oh, would you like to ride in the horse and carriage with your girlfriend? Get the hell out of here. I want him gone.
Eyewitnesses have put it loose again with more on what happened.
A beautiful evening in Central Park turned into a tearful evening when a carriage horse died on the West Drive near 72nd Street. Runners and others trying to enjoy the park devastated by the loss. When is enough going to be enough? When is enough going to be enough?
I was going on a run and I saw a horse on the floor struggling to breathe, and then the poor horse stopped breathing.
We're told the horse was 16 years old, named Dennis, and was pulling 2 passengers at the time. The owner says the animal was like family, named after his own brother, and cleared by the vet in March.
The horse fell down in a minute.
What did you do when that horse fell down?
I just come out, I tried to take it out and make him horse free to get up, and he died in 2 seconds.
It is a contentious divide between animal rights groups and those who support horse-drawn carriages.
I just was walking my dog and see a dead horse on the path on my walk home. And again, this is the second incident that I've seen in 10 months.
For these people to come and just accuse him of mistreating his animal that helps him feed his children is revolting.
And you're a thunderer. He can retire that horse and get another one. Retire it. 16 years? Come on, car fumes. Listen to what they're saying. Got human beings talking here. What about them? What about the horse? Shut it all down is what I say. Find another means of making money. You look like you can drive a car. Get a damn taxi. I want to pray for the horse. That's right. I want to pray for the horse because that's the real victim in this. 16 years, can't speak for herself, can't defend herself at all. And if you were the owner and you love that horse, I get what you're saying. But you got to understand that after a certain amount of time, you can't calculate those horses' years like other states and other countries and other places. There is a very high stress level in this city we have here. That horse did not live on a farm. He's constantly doing something else that nobody else is even thinking about. Walking on concrete and tar and hard ground, and it's all hot in summertime, and then it's cold, and then you got the smell of car fumes when you're going behind the cars. I remember that what somebody said in the comments too. So you got to retire them early. If you don't believe what I'm saying, then really understand what I'm saying. Cleared by the vet. You're okay. I want to pray for the horse. I want to pray for the horse and everybody out there that's suffering through it and all the other horses. And I'm praying that this is coming to an end real soon. Amen. Horses are so cool. I was watching this video of this horse the other day. I didn't even know how cool they were. I mean, like, I feel bad that I never had a horse now. They're like so personal. They're like the biggest, beautiful, like one of the most beautifulest, biggest, magnificent things I've ever seen, especially those Clydesdales. And yes, you know why I like them, because I used to watch Little House on the Prairie and Budweiser. When they used to come through with the Budweiser Clydesdales, those big horses, I love horses. What? I can't stand to see nothing like this. Pray for the horse. Pray for all horses. I want all of those horses to be retired now, all of them. You need to just shut it down. Y'all can find another thing. Get the guys on the rickshaws. Get the guys on the rickshaws to be out there doing the same thing with the music and all of that. Let's allow them to play music in Central Park on the rickshaws. Let's let them have motorized out there to compensate for this. Change it up. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's get on over to Atlanta. We got to go on situation on the MARTA. We got a situation at the Midtown Transit as this Power is now hit with federal charges. That's right. He out a 17-year-old last Friday, and now the attorney district judge is giving him they're prosecuting him for this in a federal court. Let's get on over and see what's going on with the MARTA. It's not only happening in one place, it's happening in other places too when it comes down to the subways and the buses. You guys heard about the guy that lost his life the other day. They got 7 children, and the youngster ran off after he powed him on the bus.
Department of Justice has now filed federal charges against the man accused of shooting a teenager on a MARTA train in Midtown last week. Good evening, I'm Russ Spencer. The new charges are on top of the state charges the suspect already faces. Investigators say Anthony Gresham shot the 17-year-old 3 times last Friday. Our son's Rob Dirienzo spoke one-on-one with the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District.
You lucky, Doncha. You had 2 horses. That's dope.
Of Georgia about those federal charges. Rob, it's rare for the feds to get involved in a case like this.
Hey there, Russ. Good evening to you. It is pretty rare, but for the second time in the past week, federal prosecutors have charged someone with violence on MARTA.
I like that right there. Luigi says, "Amen." Get people doing it. Ride a bike with a beach seat, with a bench seat, and 2 people on your back, and see how you feel in the heat. Right, dog? It was like 90-something degrees yesterday. What are they talking about? You got them pulling this whole horse and carriage. 16 years old.
Yeah. U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg told me because both incidents happened on a mass transit system, they fall into federal jurisdiction. The suspect in Friday's Midtown MARTA shooting has now been charged in federal court. Federal prosecutors say on Friday, 42-year-old Anthony Gresham fired 3 shots into the MARTA car that struck a 17-year-old who lived.
The violence on MARTA is not tolerable.
Theodore Hertzberg, the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Georgia, says Gresham broke federal law. The charge committing an act of violence with intent to hurt someone on a mass transit system.
Where the offense is committed on critical
Angry.
infrastructure, there's a
Atlanta.
opportunity for the federal government to get involved. Historically, my office has not done that.
But that changed within the last
MARTA is Georgia.
week after a separate act of violence on MARTA with the World Cup just days away. The DOJ charged 25-year-old John Elijah Matthews with fatally stabbing 66-year-old Margaret Swan. on board a train near Oakland City, seemingly at random on May 30th.
There is a need at this moment, with FIFA World Cup on the horizon and with the violent crime out of control on MARTA, for us to do everything we can.
The U.S. Attorney says he's particularly interested in cases with repeat offenders. State jail records show Gresham has spent 18 of the last 20 years in prison, up until 2020.
Thank you, Angry.
On convictions ranging from robbery to aggravated assault. If convicted on these new charges, he could face a mandatory minimum of 25 years in federal prison. The maximum is life.
What I see here is an escalating pattern of violence, an individual who has a 20-year criminal history.
And Hertzberg says
And they just keep letting them out.
Police chief and the FBI will work directly with the agency throughout.
And they just keep letting them out, keep letting them out, keep letting them out. Oh, well, let's get him on for parole. He go there with his parole, got his glasses on. Yeah, well, you know, I think I can be a good member of society now. I've used this time to get better. I've got my certificate in this, my certificate in that. Get out, boom, do the same thing. Ain't nobody stupid. We better than that. That's why they need to be more stiffer with the parole board, too. Call me what you want. I ain't with all of that crap when people come out and get hurt. I'm not with it. I want to pray for the woman that was 66 years old that lost her life. And her family is so broken up off of this. We saw that the other day. And the 17-year-old that's still healing and everything, going through your healing, want to make sure and pray for you as well, that you get 100% healing. Tell you guys, let me tell you something. As far as a weapon, anytime you go under the knife, when you get operated on, they say it can take years away from your life. But getting pow by a weapon is even worse. Makes you weak. You got to go through so much stuff. Rebuilding, sometimes you can't even do that. And he's lucky to have his life. Amen. Let's get on over to Kaiser, where we got a mom that says she told her kids that they were beautiful before she allegedly tried to take them out and take herself out. She's been arrested. Sad part about it is the kids didn't make it. Yeah. If you don't love the kids, you should not have them. No matter what you're going through, I just don't think that this is right. I just don't.
A disturbing night at a home in Kaiser. Investigators say a mother tried to kill herself and her children back on Saturday. Joelle Jones is here. She's talking one-on-one with the father of those kids outside of court. Joelle.
So not only did she succeed, but she didn't succeed in ending herself. She made it.
Such a heartbreaking story. Prosecutors allege Chardonnay Benavides spent a week planning this, told her kids it was going to be a fun sleepover in the car, and also told police that she had a gun in the car and was prepared to shoot herself if needed.
I do apologize about the wig. I know, and it's a serious story, but I do apologize about it. I do. Let's go.
Just days ago, the mother posted to social media that she wasn't sure how much more she could take. Now, family and the father of her children say they're struggling to figure out what happened.
Maybe herself, but my kids, I did not see her at all. Not at all. She was such a great mother. No, whatever.
That mother of three, 32-year-old Chardonnay Benavides, faced a judge Monday on 3 counts of attempted murder.
She had called 911 saying, hey, my children are falling in and out of consciousness. She admitted that she tried to take herself and her 3 children, take their lives.
At the Holly Court home, officers found Benavides, her 2-year-old twins, and 4-year-old son suffering from carbon monoxide poisoning. Police say they later found a Kia Sorento in the garage with a makeshift apparatus connected to the exhaust system.
She put one of those hoses on top on the Kia Sorento and tried to do it that way and had them all in a car.
All 4 survived and were rushed to the hospital. The children's father, Antonio Benavides, says he was first worried about his ex not knowing the children were involved.
I went to the hospital. They wouldn't let me in. They wouldn't give me no information. I ended up getting detained because that's all they do. That's my kids back there. I'm going in.
Family members say they're shocked, telling us Benavides had been upset about relationship issues, but until this weekend, they believed she was a great mom. Antonio says when he returned home with the children, he was sad to find the house nearly empty, except for one family photo. Now his focus is helping the children move forward. How are they doing?
They don't really know what's going on, which is good. And I'm trying to keep everything normal.
And Antonio tells me he actually had an appointment later this.
Sorry, I made a mistake. I thought they lost their lives. I'm glad they're still alive. And yes, she is a very pretty lady, but it's just the frontal that's doing it. So I can make a little more jokes now since the kids is better. Homegirl, please do something about that top. Come on, like it's about the fly away. What's up, Boo? Really appreciate it, Boo. Thank you for the $2 super chat.
This afternoon to try to get full custody of those children. In the meantime, a judge ordered Benavides remain behind bars without bail. That is until at least her next court appearance on June 17th. Reporting from the Marion County Courthouse, I'm Joelle Jones, Point 6 News.
Okay, Joel Jones, and I'm so sorry I could not concentrate, but that wig looked like it was about to go on its own. I want to pray for the family as well as the children. I'm so happy that they did not lose their lives in this tragedy, and she does need to be accountable for what she did. And I'm so glad that that the father's there and he loves them, and hopefully he can take over from here, and that she can be held accountable for what's going on. So glad that those kids still have their lives, and I'm thanking you, Father God, for actually a good turnout at the end of this story. Thank you so much, and may they have a 100% recovery. Thank you so much. I'm glad I'm wrong. Yeah, that was about to be that wig was about to go spread my wings and fly away to a place where I long for. That wig was about to be like, and my heart will be. Stop playing. Let's go. 'Cause you got to try to mix it up a little bit because you can't have all these sad stories going on. You got to have a little bit of, a little bit of fun going on too. Let's get on over to Florida where this woman files a lawsuit for emotional distress against a FHP after wrongful arrest. She spent 13 days behind bars. My question is, do you think that she should get some money if you get arrested for the wrong charge? Do you think that you should be able to sue the precinct? Do you think that they should be able to come under investigation? Sad part about situations like this is the taxpayers always wind up paying if they actually get sued and they win. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. Hopefully they make them pay for this too. We got a woman who files for a lawsuit for emotional distress, humiliation against the FHP.
Coast woman wrongly accused of causing a deadly crash on I-4 is now suing two state troopers.
Lindsay Isaac.
420.
Are in Tallahassee today, meeting with the Attorney General
Adam.
about her case.
Mary.
Volusia County reporter Pamela Combe is walking us through the federal
The real.
She was accused of killing 3 people and spent 13 days behind bars. Now, Lindsay Isaacs is suing the Florida Highway Patrol investigators, who she says got it all wrong. This is the federal lawsuit filed Monday in U.S. District Court. In it, her attorneys write the 2 investigators, quote, fabricated evidence of vehicle damage, swore to false statements, and ignored readily available exculpatory evidence that pointed to another driver.
The Highway Patrol boss this case bad.
For Isaacs, the arrest didn't just cost her her freedom. She says it left lasting emotional scars. According to the lawsuit, she spent 13 days behind bars, including time in solitary confinement.
Can you imagine that a crime you did not commit, they blaming you for taking out 3 people? 13, like, come on, can you believe that? 13 days?
God got me through the hardest parts. I had my Bible in my hands 24 hours a day in there. I prayed and prayed that the truth would come out.
The lawsuit seeks compensatory damages but does not specify a dollar amount. It states Isaacs is seeking damages for emotional distress, mental anguish, humiliation, reputational harm, and other losses she alleges resulted from her arrest and incarceration. The complaint also seeks punitive damages against the 2 investigators, alleging they acted with willful, wanton, and malicious conduct. Isaacs and her attorney tell us they met with the Attorney General's office on Tuesday to discuss her wrongful arrest. As for the woman investigators now say caused the crash, 47-year-old Alyssa Montalvo, well, she remains in custody, charged with 3 counts of vehicular homicide and other felonies related to the deadly I-4 crash.
And she don't look nothing like the other one. She don't look nothing like her. So yeah, that's what happens, you guys. And I guess, they're trying to find who did it, found the wrong person. That's kind of like when they run out like after the wrong person. Yeah, do want to pray for the 3 people that lost their lives in this tragic event right here. Definitely want to make sure that we do that, and we hope that their families are getting through this tragedy as best as they can. Amen, you guys. Let's get on over to the Natty. That's right, we're going to go over to Cincinnati, where a man was sentenced to at least 25 years in an East Walnut Hills powwowing. He pleads down to involuntary manslaughter. Let's see what's going on with this. Let's get on over to Cincinnati and see what's going on over there.
Cincinnati man who spent at least 25 years in prison for killing Laura Schuler.
Prosecutors say 19-year-old Ajani Grimes shot Schuler in the back of the head as she tried to get out of a car in East Walnut Hills last summer.
Already
So
was.
she basically got into an argument with him in the car, tried to get out the car. Instead of him just letting her go, which we all should, he decided to pow in the back while she was walking away.
In court for his hearing, it has this.
Yeah, so Grimes was actually wearing an ankle monitor that he cut off in the months leading up to this attack. They say that he had been on trial, or was waiting trial rather, for aggravated robbery and felonious assault. Instead, he meets up with Schuler and commits what many would have called murder, instead pleading down today for involuntary manslaughter.
Laura was the person who showed up. She showed up for her family. She showed up for her friends. She showed up for her community. And she showed up for people when they needed someone to stand beside.
Today, it was Laura Schuler's friends and family showing up as her killer entered a plea of guilty to charges lesser than murder. Prosecutors say
Thank you, Don, sir.
with Schuler on the night of her death, and she entered his car.
I don't know what happened in the car, but it was not something that Schuler wanted to continue to participate in. She fled from the car, and Mr. Grimes got out of the car, pulled a weapon, and shot her in the back of the head, and left her for dead there on the side of the road.
Grimes and his defense team entered guilty pleas for involuntary manslaughter, aggravated robbery, kidnapping, and multiple weapons charges.
Mr. Grimes is 19 years old as he stands before you today. At the time of these crimes, he was 18, a very young man. He has no prior criminal adult record to speak of. And obviously we're here because he's made some terrible decisions and tragic mistakes.
Schuler's friend Martez Meadows spoke of the loss he suffered.
I can't call her no more. I can't. I mean, it's not. She just gone. It hurts. The last thing I want to say is I hope you're around here.
Her cousin Gino Griffith described her as
He
more
said the last thing I want to say is I hope you're rotten HELL hockey sticks.
of a sibling. Grimes was sentenced to 25 to 29 years. Griffith says the family will spend the rest of their lives mourning Laura.
No sentence can restore the years, conversations, celebrations, and memories that were taken from us. But Laura's legacy will continue. Her spirit will continue.
That was her father right there. That's the one that was her father. I guess that was her father right there that broke down after that. Tragic. Yeah, he isn't just, yeah, he looked like he was mentally off. But you guys, y'all got to be careful out there. When people tell you that they cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, don't use that as, oh, but you know the bad part about it is this. They say birds of a feather flock together. So sometimes, a lot of times, relationships are pretty fickle that way. People are still getting relationships because they still love you, still want to be with you. Case in point, you never know. But, it's just really hard to deal with people that have mental issues. Like if you ever dealt with anybody with like bipolar, it's a really hard situation to deal with because they go into their own mindsets and their own mind frames no matter what, and there's nothing that you can do about it. And a relationship that really is that's hard to deal with when you're trying to help somebody deal with something, but they just can't let you in, or they just got this real block up. So sometimes things like that definitely happen. So I can't understand it. But I do want to pray for the victim that lost her life in this tragic event. And hopefully we don't report any more stories like this for the rest of the day. So we got to keep on reporting these sad stories about people that are losing their lives, sad situations like this. Want to pray for the father and everybody affected. And hopefully they finally get some closure. Amen. Let's get on over to Portland, Oregon. We got a situation now where we got one person that lost. Oh, again? Oh, come on. Anybody know anything about Wood Village and Fred Myers? We got a person that lost their lives at the scene over there. Oh, man. I try to get the news from everywhere. Why is all the top news having to do with something like this right now? Why is all the top news having to do with this crap?
Fox tonight, we begin with breaking news. Police are investigating a deadly shooting in Wood Village. Fox 12 Vince Ibarra is live at that scene at the Wood Village Shopping Center where this all unfolded at around 7:30 tonight. Vince.
Jesus Christ.
Well, a very sad night for one family. We have learned that detectives are still here gathering evidence after they confirmed with us that one person was shot and killed right here in front of the Fred Meyer. The Multnomah County Sheriff's Office says they received several 911 calls around 7:30 this evening when first responders.
Now, Liberty, I'm calling you out right now because we talked about this and you hear a lot. You hear with me every single day. I told you when it get hot, stuff like this just keeps on happening. It just when people get hot, they get aggravated. And I also said to you, Liberty, I don't know because everybody else is not here every day. I said to you, watch as soon as it get hot, it's gonna get crazy out there. And I'm not trying to say nothing about what they call it, fear mongering. It's just the truth. You have more people outside, more attitudes, more people getting into stuff, more people wanting money, things like that. And the later they're out there, the worse it is. Because sometimes under the cloak of darkness, it gets even worse. So I'm sorry, you guys, that we're showing you so much of this stuff right now, but this is the top news and seems like every single state right now. It's crazy. At a Fred Meyer's right outside in the front.
Responders arrived, they found a person shot and unresponsive. Deputies and paramedics tried to save them, but they died at the scene. Now, this parking lot was full when we arrived earlier this evening, and we were able to talk
Yes,
to one
Miss
eyewitness
Chocolate, yes.
right after this deadly shooting took place.
I mean, people were on their phones and employees were on their phones and, waving the police down to make sure they were going to the exact location because, we didn't know what the condition is of the person. We wanted to make sure he got medical help as soon as possible.
There used to be buffers, man, like Sunday, don't do nothing around kids and the mothers, you know what I'm saying? And then like not in the daytime. Now, yo, we old, y'all. All of us in here is old because we're not used to none of this stuff.
The sheriff's office, they did say they have a person of interest in custody and there's no threat to the public. Investigators are planning to be out here late tonight to try to piece together what led up to this deadly shooting. Right now, they have not released the
Adam,
victim's name, but we will continue to
Jack,
follow this story and bring you updates as they become available.
good looking, Jack.
First,
Thanks for trying, Jack. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and send it through the Cash App. We'll be all right with that one too. We accept Cash Apps. We like those better. Or you can go ahead and do the memberships. That'll work. Go ahead and give somebody a membership or two. Help somebody get a glove that's going through some struggle. Waiting for my work car to pull up. I gotta go to work catching the crew and watching you. Okay, I'm gonna keep on moving forward. Okay, you're 62 years old. I want you to make it to 95,000. Let's see if you can make it to that age because I want to get old too. When you're alive and you're feeling up and you're feeling like really good, or even if you're feeling a little bit bad, I tell you one thing, guys. I know one thing you need to appreciate, no matter what the situation is. Appreciate and celebrate life every single day. How do I do it? By putting on a suit and coming to hang out with you guys every single morning before I go to work too. Let's keep on going, you guys, because now we got to get on over to how we gonna do this. Let's do it should we do it let's do it this way. Steer it up. Do 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 do. Steer it up. That's one of my favorite songs right there. That was one of my favorite Bob Marley songs. If you know Bob Marley, you mainly probably know songs like I Shot the Sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. Ooh, and if you're a real good Bob Marley fan, you know songs like Work. If you ain't got nothing to do, you just work. See, I know all of those songs because I had the Uprising CD back in the day, and I used to put that on every single Sunday to clean the crib while the incense is flowing. You guys know how that is. Put a nice CD on and just do your cleaning. Makes you feel real good. But this one, sorry to say, I brought you into a good feeling, but it's not going to be that type of report. I told you guys we go everywhere. We go to the Congo, we go to Maine, we go to Spain, we go to Argentina, and yes, we also go to Jamaica. We in Jamaica right now where we got 5 men who are linked to the teacher's murder. Jamaica. That's right. A teacher did not make it, injured at the Waterford powwowing. Luckily, this is blurred out, you guys. We're going to Jamaica. Be careful when you go to Jamaica because it's not that much law when it comes out to certain things, and they ain't got no problem with lance. They will lance you. Like you see this ring I got on? You will never see me walking around in Jamaica with this. You think Brooklyn is real. I'd rather come back with my hand in the ring. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go. Right now in Jamaica News Page tonight, we're following several developing stories. Terror in Waterford, Portmore, St. Catherine. 2 men are dead and 2 others injured, including a teenage student, after a gunman opens fire on a group of people gathered outside. Now the sad part about that is that guy was actually losing his as they were there. They saw him like as fading away. That's why they were screaming like that. And his blood is blurred out right now. But there's also somebody right next to him blurred out and already gone. Tracking the latest developments. Also tonight, a major police operation turns deadly in St. Catherine. 5 men killed and an officer injured in a series of confrontations stretching from the Bogwat Gorge to Spanish Town. What investigators are now revealing about the murder that may have sparked the manhunt. And a growing debate over. Yeah, you guys, there's a lot of stuff going on around all over the world. So that's why I'm trying to tell you guys, it's not just one place. It's all around the world. So what the hell is going on is my question. Let's go. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys, because now they're trying to follow up and find that guy that we reported on the other day, that fatal powwowing in Brooklyn. The police are searching for the suspect who powwowed the single father of 7 on that MTA bus. We reported the other day, he approached the kid and said, "Could you talk a little lower on your phone?" They got into it. Next thing you know, kid pulls out, pow. Kid runs off the bus. Everybody's scared. They're searching for the suspect. Let's keep on moving forward. And yes, this is a New York City bus, regular bus. Let's go. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up over there so I can let you get to see what's going on over here.
There's some heartbreaking new details today about a deadly shooting that unfolded on an MTA bus in the Bronx. We have learned the victim was a father of 7, killed.
Thank you, Liberty.
He confronted a young man for talking too loudly on his phone. It was the first homicide on a city bus this year, and right now the killer is still out there. Eyewitness News reporter Stefan Kim talked with the victim's family, of course, grieving today. Stefan is live at the scene in the Van Ness section. Stefan?
Well, Mike, the victim's family says he had just found an apartment last year for himself and his daughter because he finally won full custody of his 7-year-old child. But this single father is now no longer around to raise his daughter over an argument about talking too loudly on his cell phone on an MTA bus, ended in gunfire.
That's why I stopped talking to people. I stopped all of that. I don't be You want to play the music loud? I'm going to the next car. If you come in that car, I'm getting off the train and taking the next one. I'm not dealing with it no more. Nah, I'm just not. And I'm not going to fight every battle just because you crazy. I'm not going to come down to your level for the stuff that we got going on right now where we're at to jeopardize anything. I'm going to get off and wait for the next bus. I'd rather be late.
Caught my cousin, and she told me, and I dropped my phone in the pizzeria, and I just started screaming. Everybody started coming to me like screaming. I can't even comprehend how I'm feeling right now.
41-year-old Jonathan Pettigrew's loved ones say it still doesn't feel real. The single father was building a life, a restaurant employee who had just won full custody of his 7-year-old daughter. He wanted to be with her full time. He loved being a father, walked her to and from school every day.
I really want justice for my brother. Right. No matter what the cause. It wasn't right. You know, it shouldn't went that far in the first place. Especially what happened in the city transit.
And there's certain stuff that you shouldn't do as a man or as the younger kid too. As the man, don't approach these YNs on some, yo, man, turn that, stop talking so loud. You see we over here on this bus doing whatever, whatever. That would work back in the day when we were trying to be a village and the parents sent them out there ready for us to work with. Do you remember what I keep telling you guys about the product? You have to give us a product to work with in order for the village to work. You understand what I'm saying about that? You gotta give me the product and then blame us for it not for us not kicking in. When you give us a good product, oh, we can work with this. Let's do this and let's do that. But nowadays, that's not happening. You go over there and try to talk to one of them youngsters now. Yo, OG, what's up with you, man? Nah, but you over here acting like you want to do something. And then if you even when you try to back down nowadays, it ain't like back in the day where they gonna just let it rock. No, they're gonna jump on that because they see it as a sign of weakness. It's like jackals. Oh, let me get them now because it's a sign of weakness. And then things happen. And they don't even know what they're doing, so they always pow the wrong person. That's why you hear about the baby or somebody in the stroller or something like that happening. It's just sad all over. So now we got this man right here, and I gotta wonder how did it happen. I'd like to see the video of it because how did you approach him? Because all of that does play. It has something to play. It has a lot to play into it as well. Because they don't take things the way that they used to. They just don't. Not the YNs nowadays. They answer you differently, OG.
Yeah, it's not good for our community.
Yeah, it's a good person. It's okay, children.
That's right, Luigi. They're on demon time.
According to police, it started when Pettigrew got into an argument with a young man, possibly a teenager. Pettigrew asked him to stop yelling on his cell phone. It ended in bloodshed. Pettigrew shot in the stomach on a BX-36 bus. Surveillance video shows passengers running off that bus moments after gunshots rang.
And they're gonna show you the video of the kid that did it. So he's already in images on the bus. He probably takes the route every day. Once the detectives figure this out, they already know the backpack. It's a wrap.
Out, including at least one rider with a baby stroller. I just saw a whole bunch of commotion, a whole bunch of people outside.
I see all the police, everybody comes, they take the gentleman, they put him in the back of the ambulance.
It happened yesterday around 2:30 in the afternoon at
2:30 in the afternoon, broad daylight.
White Plains Road and East Tremont Avenue. Surveillance video shows a man fitting the police description of the suspect.
No, they call him a man. We're gonna call him a preteen. Look like a YN, got the backpack on, had the heat, didn't even know he had it on him. Red backpack, black jeans, white t-shirt, little afro cut.
Moments after gunfire erupted, fleeing on foot in a different direction than passengers who were on the bus. Investigators say he fled southbound on White Plains Road.
Turn yourself in because I did the right thing to do. Mother, father, brother, don't hold your child back. Turn yourself in.
It's unclear if an MTA bus camera captured the shooting. Police have not released any images of the gunman. As for Pettigrew's daughter, she still does not know her father is gone. Reporting live in the Bronx, Stefan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
She's just constantly like, where's daddy at? Where's daddy at? When daddy coming home? Where's daddy at? Where's my daddy at? Where's my daddy? She's probably constantly saying that. You heard what they said. He was fighting to get custody, finally got his own place. He wanted to take care of his daughter. Sad situation right there. Keep on moving forward after we get these prayers up for her to be able to move forward and get through this. Hopefully she has some really good family member to come up and step up and help her out through this time. She's 7 years old, the entire life ahead of her. So sad that this tragedy had to happen. I want all of our OGs out there, all of the brothers, to double check yourself before you get into any situations like this. Even though if you feel that it's a certain way that you angry, you feel a certain way after work, leave that YN alone. Let him do what he got to do, and just understand that somebody else going to deal with it a little bit later. So, and all of them, sad part about it is brothers and sisters here, you can't talk to them after they get to a certain point. So we just got to let them be what they are. And again, I say to the parents, you have to give us a better product if you want the village to be able to help you. You got to help us help you. Want to say amen. Let's go. Help us help you. Real talk. Keep on going, you guys. We got a situation over here. I think that this is over now, right? No more? Is that it? Is that it? Okay, I'm skipping that one. I'm not even doing that one. I'm not doing it. I'm skipping it. I'm skipping it. I'm skipping it. There was another one, but I'm skipping it. I had enough of it. That's enough. And I'm gonna tell you where it was at, but I ain't gonna do it. Where was it at? Detroit, 4 people. Oh my God. Detroit, 4 people. I'm not doing it. Let's go. I'm going to something else right now. It's bad. Don't worry about it. Let's get on over to Tennessee. Take me to another place. Take me to another land. Remember that? Well, I was walking down and minding my own. See you later, Sam. Hope you've been doing good. It's been rough today on the news, huh? A lot of rough stuff going on. But the whole thing about it is we got the Lord over here, and we need to be aware of what's going on. And that's why we do what we do. We get through these times, and we really need to appreciate how the Lord protects us, because it could happen at any time, you guys. All these strays and crazy news that we're getting, it could happen to us at any time. So, Father God, like I always do, I tell you, I do this before the show. I pray for a good show. I pray for good content. I pray for me to be fair. But I had to stop right now and ask you. I want to say thank you for me to be able to be here another day, seeing everybody here at our bottom line. And I hope they have a fantastic day too. Amen. It's a gift. No money, the food, all of that stuff. It's cool. But the life part, that's the main part. Oh, I got a problem. If you ain't wake up this morning, you wouldn't have that problem. Keep thinking like that. Keep thinking like that. Then you understand and you'll be able to keep on pushing forward. I got this going on. I got that going on. But you woke up this morning. You got time to deal with it. Let's keep on going, you guys. We're going to get over to Tennessee. We got a woman that was charged on Tuesday. I'm sorry, she was charged, and her name is Tuesday. I must be, I don't know if she has any relation to Wednesday, but she was damn sure acting like a monster. You know what I'm talking about? Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. I'm not going to blame this on the Addams family. I might be a monologue that they did on the hub or something like that, but this ain't the kind of monologue we're going to talk about over here, because she is in the right place. Watch your head, Tuesday, because she thought it was okay for her funky behind, 30-something years old, to get with a 16-year-old and do what she wasn't supposed to do. Now, I know a lot of guys out here like, oh, good for the kid, but let me tell you what it also does. It now brings something into that kid's life at 16 that he probably shouldn't have experienced at that time. That's right, I'm telling you guys, I'm saying what it is. The number 6. She's older, he's younger. He's 16. She's in her 30s. And when they was kissing in the car, it was so passionate that they wound up going upstairs. And when they took care of the business upstairs, she didn't leave it alone. And she threatened him and said, you know that you're a minor, so you better not tell nobody. So Tuesday, you deserve what you got. Let's get on over here to Tennessee to see what's going on over here, because Tuesday has been charged with statutory in Ashland County. Yeah, let's go. Talking about don't tell nobody. That's the first thing he gonna do. What was that song? That's the first thing he gonna do. Boy, I ran and told everybody.
Begin with a quiet Livonian neighborhood shattered by violence as police investigate a quadruple shooting inside a home.
No, I tried to skip that. Get it off the timeline. We got to get on over here and see Tuesday. I should have erased it, right? Come on, y'all.
A woman charged with statutory rape out of Ashland City. The victim is a 16-year-old boy. Andy Cordan speaks with an advocacy organization about the effects of sex crimes on children and teens.
So that's what I want to ask you guys. Is there any difference between a woman doing it to a boy or a man doing it to a girl? Should there be any more lenience when it comes down to the crime? My feeling is a lot more women are going to feel strongly towards it being the same. I have that question now. So I'd like to know by a show of thumbs up and thumbs down. Do you feel as if it should be looked at the same way? If you do feel that if a woman is charged the same way that she does something to a minor, thumbs up. I feel that they should get the same charge that the man gets. As long as she's old, too old for the kid, she's the minor, she needs to get the same charge. Or if you guys are like, nah, I don't think that women should get the same charge. The guy was 16 years old, she was 30 something. It's okay. I don't think it's bad because we got a lot of states where 16 is legal. You guys forgot about that. A lot of states where 16 is legal. Let's keep on going. I got boys too. See, Judge Joy says she don't believe in it. Nope, thumbs down, thumbs up. She needs to be charged. It's all manipulation, all manipulation. Oh, everybody, men and women. Okay, everybody's going for, see what I'm saying? And I got to call you out, guys, right now because I love you all. I want to call you out right now. You know why? Because some of you guys are independents and some of you guys are Democrats and some of you are Republicans and you're all agreeing on something right now. I'm sorry, but that's one of my favorite parts of the show is being a host. When I see everybody agreeing on something and it doesn't matter what party, I'm sorry. It just makes me feel real happy. I'm apologizing for feeling happy right now about this, but I just love the fact that you guys can come together on a topic. Let's go. According to the affidavit, on May 27th, a woman now identified as Tuesday Dotson met a 16-year-old boy at this Ashland City motel. According to the investigative report, the 25-year-old woman and the 16-year-old boy got in a car in this parking lot and began making out. According to investigators, that's when the 25-year-old woman and the teen went up to room 323 and 323, that's where we gonna be. It was going down in 323, you guys. Yeah. Reportedly had sex. Afterwards, the woman reportedly made threats to the boy if he told anybody. And according to police, Tuesday Dotson knew that the boy was a minor. We do provide some. Damn, Tuesday, what's good? You ain't got no Twitter, you ain't got no tag, like you look cute. What's up with you? For real, Tuesday?
Forensic interviews and trauma therapy for children who are victims of statutory rape.
Dawn Harper is CEO of
Welcome, Booth.
Children's Alliance, an organization that supports children who have been exposed to violence or sexual assaults.
Glad you all brought this to our attention today because a lot of times males are not always seen as victims, especially when they're having sex with females that are older. A lot of times the society has kind of said that those kids may be cooler or, that they're not necessarily victims, but they are still victims.
According to Harper, males account for 40% of all sex abuse victims that her agency has cared for.
The law is the law, and that is a crime. And so folks should be held accountable for committing these crimes.
I know what you're saying, right? Somebody said Tuesday. I really need to know what day she was arrested. Yeah.
And it's never the child's fault, no matter what their age is.
According to Tennessee state law, if found guilty of statutory rape, a Class E felony, the woman faces 1 to 6 years in prison. In Ashland City, Andy Cordan, News 2. I don't know, man. I don't know. So you guys, you agree. Everybody here is agreeing that it does not matter if it's a male or a female. You guys are saying it does not matter. You guys are saying that if it's a male, if it's a male, they need to get the same treatment as a woman. I ain't even going to tell you guys because y'all going to run. Don't run. Don't even try to run. It ain't going to be hard. It ain't going to be hard. Don't even get scared right now. They're like, damn, Boogotti taking his jacket off, so you know what that means. Yes, that's what it means. That's what it means. That's what it means. Don't you put that phone down and try to leave. Come on now. I got to do it too. It's the health and wellness section. Y'all think y'all gonna go a whole week without working? Man, listen, y'all think, I told you earlier, if you're here, you better get ready. I done took my jacket off. I'm giving you guys time to get ready. 10 minutes. Gotta do some Tai Chi. That's right, come on. We gotta move it, move it. It's time to move it, move it. It's time to move it. You know what? You guys gave me the inspiration. If there's anybody in New York that's actually with it, if I was to get like 5 people that say that they were actually willing to work out with me, I would actually do it. I rent a place and we go there and videotape it. I'm not even playing. I actually think I would do something like that. One of my friends from the Harlem Shakers, they used to call him No Bones. He does the Harlem Shake workouts. So one day I went over there and I was just hanging out with him and I was playing around and I was doing it, right? So he was like, yo, you know, you actually good at this, man. He was like, yo, you should actually do this. I'm like, well, what you mean do this? He's like, yeah, some days you do it, some days I do it. I said, you mean to tell me you think I'm good enough to do this by myself? He's like, yes, you can do this by yourself. You're really good. I just teach you how to do the stuff. And I'm like, nah, I didn't want to do it. But the fact that he thought that I'll be good at it, and you guys are saying that I'll be good at it, made me want to make this section right here. And now we're going to do it together.
So I hope you guys are up. That's right, Audrey. We are exercising. We're about to move it, move it. We're about to move it. So how I want you guys to start off is with your punches and moving around. I want to see some circulation going on here. You got to use the palm of your fist right here, and you got to get this going. This is what the Chinese people do. This is why they live so long. You got a weakness in your arm where you feeling like, oh my God, it hurts to do that. That's why you got to do this. You got to go ahead and get it out of there. You got to go all the way around. You got to go to the back. Then you take your other hammer. Then you come around this side and you do it in that area. Then you come on over here. Then you loosen all of this up under your palms right there too. You're not even going to realize how much this is helping. So we're going to just do our own little thing in the beginning to get us ready, because we ain't, we don't do this every single day. I'm talking for y'all because I actually do it. Shake them arms out. Get on them tippy toes. Take a nice breath in and out. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And we about to get into it, you guys. We got 10 minutes. This is going to be 10 minutes right here. Normally we do 15. You guys can do it. And if you stay in tune with me, it'll go fast. And guess what? After it's all over, you're going to feel even better about yourself. How about this? Let's not complain. Let's not pay no attention. Let's just dive into it. And when it's over, and we get the results. So what are we about to do right now? We're about to do some Tai Chi. It's not a game. Same type of Tai Chi that we normally always do. We got our fantastic channel that we come to when we do this, the Healing Tai Chi Flow. Oh, you get. Let's go, you guys. We got to do it. 10 minutes, Tai Chi. We're going to burn some belly fat and rejuvenate your body. This is for people after the age of 50 years old. You know why I did this? Because I looked at it like 30-year-old people can do this and they can't complain. 20-year-old people can be able to do this too. So you should not have to complain. And if you're 50, it's even better. So let's do it. Y'all ready to go? We got 10 minutes. We're about to do some healing flow. That's right. And when we finish, you guys want to know what the channel is? I'll talk to you about it. But we got 10 minutes of Tai Chi. Burn belly fat and rejuvenate your body after 50. The healing Tai Chi flow. Without any further ado, because you know how she goes in, she don't even wait around. You guys are ready? I am. Take a deep breath and slow down with this calming Tai Chi practice. Through gentle movements and mindful breathing, you'll improve balance, flexibility. You're not going to go a whole week without working out with me. Let's go. Clear your mind and flow with the energy of the moment. Let's do it together. Let's begin. We're going to do it together. That's like saying, come on, come, be a part of the show. All we're doing is this. It's not even a lot, but we're moving. When you start to feel stuff cracking and things like that, that's when you're doing something. That's right. When you hear that, that's when you're feeling something. 19, you're almost there. It's nothing. It's nothing. Let's go. This is the health and wellness section of our bottom line. 3, 2, 1. Next exercise. Easy, easy. Take your time. If you can't touch your foot, go as far as you can. You don't have to go all the way. Go as far as you can. And take your time. You don't got to keep up with us. If you can do 6 of these, I'm happy. You don't got to do them all. If you can do them all, that's even better. But if you can't, don't worry about it. Do what you can do. Because at least you're doing something, right? After this, we're going to learn how to make our own toothpaste. Yeah, from Dr. Berg. Yeah, we was talking about that mouthwash yesterday. So we're going to learn how to make our own toothpaste with only 4 ingredients right after this. Something to stick around for. Health and wellness section. Let's go. Okay, 3, 2, that's that break. 1. Next exercise. I love it though. You're going to get better, Sibu, you're going to get better. You're going to get better. Especially if you watch this afterward by yourself, you'll get better. Okay. Left, right. I'm just happy to be alive, you guys, to be honest with you. Happy to be here. That's how I look at life now. I take the little rewards. Sometimes you're not going to get everything that you want out of life. I take the little rewards, like being here, benefiting from being with you guys. You know what I'm saying? This is a kind of hard one right here, especially if you're doing it right. Woo. 4-second breakdown. What she got for us? What she got? Exercise. Come on, something easy. Okay, I could do that all day long. All day long. This is good probably for coordination. This is called spank the head. Monkey spank. Monkey spank. Oh, you got to keep it at a certain level. That's the trick. Okay. Every breath is precious. That's right. There you go. Thank you for those 200 joules. Don't do it if you can't do it with your knees. Do stuff like this. Sit in the chair and do this. Yeah. There you go, Tony. Yeah. This is going to be good to get a burn going. Trust me, you're going to feel it after a while. You're going to feel it after a while. You're definitely going to feel it.
3, 2, 1. Next exercise.
Oh, I like this. Pecaw! 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 This is called a chicken head. This is the chicken waddle. Pecaw! Okay. Something about this reminds me of a chicken. Ah, I got it. Up, splash back. 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 Up, splash. There we go. Up, splash. Up, splash.
3, 2, 1. Next exercise.
Okay. Okay, center of gravity. Center of gravity. I like this. Your back is going to crack doing this. If you're sitting in a chair, you should put your back really close to the chair and put your back straight up and use the back of the chair for good posture. Try to be as flat as you can to the back of the chair so that you're not hunching. Like a kitchen chair or one of those chairs, go all the way back, flat to your back. And we're doing this. This way we get good posture at the same time. Try to keep your head up like this, where your chin is straight. Back just cracked. The wingless swan. Somebody said and fall off the chair.
2, 1. Next exercise.
I like this. This the crazy dragonfly. Feel like a dragonfly. Cuckoo dragonfly. Okay. Cuckoo dragonfly. Let me see. Okay, you're going back and you're going over. Okay. Okay, you're going back and you're going over. Okay. This is stretching the underarms. I feel the hamstrings under there. Yeah, stretching my chest. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that one. Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. That's a good name. Windmill. That's a good name, the windmill. I like that.
3, 2, 1. Next exercise.
This is the one I used to get in trouble for. I got caught doing this in the closet one time when I was about 5 years old. I don't know what the hell I was doing. My grandmother came in there. What the hell are you doing, boy? Get your behind downstairs. Oh yeah, I used to do this. I did this one time. Why the hell was I in the closet doing it though? I don't know. I guess you want to do it to get to really feel it. You go even wider. You really want to feel it? Go really wide like this. Really feel it that way. You want to work on a certain area where you're feeling a sore at? Stay in that part. You don't got to do it just like she's saying. Like I feel a little bit of tension on the back of my back, and it feels really good actually doing this. So I'm gonna do a little bit different with it because I feel it's like the lower of my back feels really good just doing this right here. Wow. Feels good. That was a really good one right there.
2, 1. Next exercise.
In and out of chains. Monkey breaks the chain. Monkey breaks the chain. I'm free. I'm free. This is a good one here. Oh boy, you feel this one. You feel this after a while. Woo! This the free from Mom Dummy. Free, I'm free. Or the Superman.
3, 2, 1. Next exercise.
Superman reveals his S. Okay, I got this one. Feel like I did this before. This easy. That's right. All you gotta do is slap your legs. There you go. Just slap the legs. There you go. There you go, guys. That's it. Get those hips up. Get them hips up. Let's burn that fat in them thighs. We know that you guys, you girls got that thunder on them thighs. When you stop running, your thunder still rumbles. We know. We know. L Profit 199. Let's go. There you go, L Profit. Let's go, right? L Profit, let's go, bro. Let's go. We ain't playing around here. I'm eating broccoli and rice. Okay, I should not have been awake. Flight attendant freedom. Dude is too funny. Slappy. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's keep going. Gotta do what we gotta do over here. We're trying to be healthy.
3, 2.
We got 2 more, guaranteed. Probably 2 more. This look a little suspect right here. I might have to say pause while I'm doing this. Oh yeah, this is pause. I ain't even got no other name for this but pause. 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 And pause. 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 Allegedly. Pause. I know what you're trying to do, but yeah, that little extra bounce right there, I'm not doing that. This is already the pause. You ain't gonna get the extra bounce out of me. Come on now. Somebody take a picture of me right now, they can use this as blackmail.
3,
That's the pause.
1. Next exercise.
Ah, Falcon Rising. The Falcon Rising. Falcon Rising. Anybody else got another name for this? The bubble catcher. I like that one, Booth. The bubble catcher. Thank you for subscribing. I love your videos. Thank you so much. Ain't it fun to do stuff like this too and break from the regular news? Yeah, I like doing stuff like this. This is our health and wellness section. We actually do it every day. We do different things on this segment. All the new people. You guys got any ideas for the health and wellness section? Send them in. We use them, especially if it's something good. We got, look at that.
Practice. Take a moment to appreciate the calm energy and balance you've created for your body and mind. Keep practicing, stay mindful, and let this peaceful flow carry into the rest of your day. See you in the next session.
Congratulations to everyone who successfully completed that. I'm so proud of you guys. I got to tell you, I love the way that you guys be like, oh, it's time to exercise. I kind of feel it. I be like, yo, they getting up. I be saying to myself, yo, they actually getting up and they about to work out with me. And that makes me want to work out. And I told you guys it was going to be 10 minutes, right? Tell the truth. That was the fastest 10 minutes and we did something. We're going to benefit from it. You see that sweat right there? We earned something today. I love when we do stuff like that. Everything cracked. It does feel great. I'm done with the first, look at that, relieves the tendons in my arms are better. Look at that, going amazing for energy. I'm so glad that you guys got something out of that. Good job. I'm proud of all of y'all. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. I feel good about y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Imagine doing that every day if we can do that. Check this out. Let's keep on going, you guys, because I did promise you something. It's the 10-minute Tai Chi, burn belly fat and rejuvenate your body after 50. You see why 50 years old don't matter? 20-year-old people can feel this. You know what I'm saying? 30 years old, you're going to feel this. It's just the constant moving. You got to move around, you guys. And when you start moving things start cracking. And you need that. You need it because now you got less inflammation. And oh my God, I can't stand that word. Around your ankles and your calves and your arms and your elbows. Inflammation, get out of here. This is 10 minutes of Tai Chi, burn belly fat, and rejuvenate your body after 50. And the channel we're already subscribed to because we love it here. The healing Tai Chi flow. And guess where it's going to be at? On the Discord. So if you guys want to watch these videos on your own, all you got to do is go to the Discord, boop, check out this video. But I would like for you to subscribe as well and take a little bit of the time out of your day, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, to do a little bit of workout. Because guess what? You're going to be the one that's benefiting from it, and it wasn't even hard. And you start off with small tasks like this, and you get better. And I just promised you guys something too. I forgot that I promised you guys the best homemade toothpaste. And I know that you guys stuck around for that because we was talking about a whole bunch of those mouthwashes yesterday. Well, let me just explain something to you that a lot of people didn't know. Did you know that certain sorts of toothpastes you can put inside of a toothpaste bottle, put a little bit of water in it, and it turns to mouthwash? Same sort of things that's actually in the toothpaste, sometimes less in the mouthwash. So yeah, we found out that about yesterday. When I was looking at AIM and Scope and a couple of those guys, they said if you squeeze that into a glass or a cup and you mix that up, it looks just like mouthwash and tastes like it. A little less strong though. Hope you guys are feeling fantastic. Yes, let's keep on moving forward. And if you want to use this every day, you can, but you don't have to do all of it. And guess what? When you go to the channel, they have 15-minute workouts. They've got 10-minute workouts. They've got 5-minute workouts. And then they have different things for different parts of the body. Let's say if you want to concentrate on your kidney, you want to concentrate on your lungs and things like that. Yes, that's what we do around here. And I like to go curate content like that for us to make sure that we can get that content. You guys, yesterday we talked about our teeth, our breath, using these strong mouthwashes and toothpastes that strip our mouths of the protections. You guys are not even going to believe this. We got to get into this because we always talk about the solution and the problems. I like to have the solution. So here's the solution right here. We're getting into it. The best homemade toothpaste, only 4 ingredients. That's it. It's that simple. And when it's that simple, that must mean it's real. You guys are ready? We're going to do an introduction to toothpaste and how saliva is going to be explained to you. What's in the saliva? Did you know that you have electrolytes in your saliva? Whoa. Check this out, you guys. Let's go. Thank you so much to Dr. Eric Berg. The best homemade toothpaste, Only 4 ingredients. Dr. Eric, ERIC, Berg. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. Now, if you're doing commercial toothpaste in the hopes that it'll clean your teeth, make your breath fresh, you might want to think twice. In order for this to make sense, I first need to explain what your spit is made out of, okay? Your saliva. You produce a tremendous amount of saliva every day. It's 1,500 milliliters. That's over 51 ounces of saliva every single day. Now, what's in saliva? Well, you have electrolytes, trillions of bacteria. You have an enzyme to help you break down starches. You have a protein that helps coat vitamin B12 so that it can pass through the stomach and get absorbed into the small intestine. There's mucus in there to keep everything flowing. And then you have sodium bicarbonate. That is baking soda. So the glands in your mouth actually make baking soda. Did you guys know any of this? Let's keep going. To help neutralize the acids that are occurring in the fermentation process when you feed your microbes in your mouth too much sugar, as well as the candida. There's this byproduct of certain acid, and that pH is important because if the acid is too acidic, you're going to develop cavities. In your saliva, there's actually white blood cells. There's all sorts of antibacterial or specifically antipathogenic factors, and it's important not to disturb the chemistry of what's in that saliva. Because if it's too altered to one way, you start getting inflammation in your gum as gingivitis or periodontal disease, and you start developing cavities, you start getting overgrowth of. So you can literally disturb your mouth by the certain things that you actually use. So if you're starting to experience certain things, or if you ever have experienced it, this is probably the reason why. Yeast or candida on your tongue, you start developing bad breath, chronic halitosis. And you can even develop biofilms, which are microbial colonies in slime and calcium in your tonsils. So I hope now you understand the importance of the saliva and what it's doing to help clean your mouth. And it does not have to do it with your teeth is one thing, but you still need the proper saliva and the proper the things in your body in order to be able to digest the pH balance, all of the stuff that he said besides the regular stuff that the teeth do. This has nothing to necessarily do with the teeth right now as well. And keep your breath fresh and prevent all these other diseases that can happen in your mouth. So think about this. Here you use commercial toothpaste, right? What's in commercial toothpaste? Watch this. You have fluoride, which is very harmful to both. You're not going to believe this. I want you to look at the ingredients in your toothpaste now, because after you read this one ingredient, you're going to really be ready to make your own toothpaste. I'm serious. The ingredients that I'm seeing here is crazy. Both good and bad bacteria. You also have triclosan. Well, actually, they just banned it. That's a chemical that acts as an endocrine disruptor, which creates resistance to certain bacteria. And then they put sodium lauryl sulfate, the same stuff in your shampoo. They put that in your toothpaste. The shampoo, so they can have a foaming agent. Like a lathering or a foaming type cleaning detergent, which, what do you think that does to your friendly microbes? Then you have propylene glycol, the same stuff they put in antifreeze. They put that in your toothpaste. Propylene glycol, small amounts, the same thing that they put inside of antifreeze. This is what we're using for toothpaste and mouthwash, you guys. I had to go into this because we talked about it yesterday. Had to. What do you think that does to your friendly microbes? Then you have propylene glycol, the same stuff they put in antifreeze. They put that in your toothpaste, which is a solvent which can also contain something called dioxide. It's a solvent. In fact, sodium lauryl sulfate can also contain dioxin as well. Did you hear what Adam is saying? And I hear you guys. I understand you got a lot going on out there. Wonderful news. It's beautiful. I'm sorry for wonderful y'all. Boof, that's all dope. I appreciate that. But we got information right here in the health and wellness section I'd like for you guys to pay attention to, because there's some really good information here. And I really appreciate the people that's trying to stay on point over here and paying attention. Let's get to Adam Trebet, who is on point and talking about what we're talking about right now. He's talking about propylene glycol, and it's the main ingredient in antifreeze. That's right. That's what we're talking about. And then we got somebody here that's staying on topic. That's Liberty and Justice that says, Colessive, same, I use baking soda with fluoride-free toothpaste as well. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
Which, like I said, is a carcinogen. And on top of everything, let's put some artificial flavoring in there, some artificial coloring, some parabens, which
Artificial flavor, artificial coloring. Somebody says, wow, that's probably why. No wonder I almost vomit when I brush my teeth. Whoa, crazy. Check it out. Let's keep going.
endocrine disruptors, chemicals that eventually turn into formaldehyde, and on the icing on
Formaldehyde, chemicals that ultimately turn to formaldehyde. That's that's the carcinogen. It's going to turn into there we go. Possibly turning into something cancer causing. Let's go a little further back to right here and let's get this.
can also contain dioxin as well, which, like I said, is a carcinogen. And on top of everything, let's put some artificial flavoring in there, some artificial coloring, some parabens, which are endocrine disruptors, chemicals that eventually turn into formaldehyde, and then the icing on the cake, let's go put a little carrageenan in there, which creates inflammation in your gut. Here you are thinking
You do not need no inflammation in your gut. Here you think you over here brushing your teeth and doing something good when you making other parts of your body worse.
a little carrageenan in there, which creates inflammation in your gut. Here you are thinking you're doing your mouth some good by using this commercial toothpaste, when in fact it's altering the microbiome and the chemistry of
3D whitening is one of the worst ones, Booth, just to let you know. 3D whitening, we just showed that yesterday. If you wasn't around, throw all that out. Plaques, all that, no good.
your saliva. So I want to give you a very simple 4-ingredient recipe to make your own toothpaste, which is very inexpensive and that has absolutely no side effects and it'll give you nothing bad or negative.
The crazy thing about the Dr. Bonners, I used to use the regular Dr. Bonners for toothpaste because back in the day, I don't know if it still says it, but it used to say like multi-use. So I actually used the Dr. Bonners, the soap before as toothpaste. My dad had me doing that. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but we actually did it. What else we got up in here? 3D white is bad. Yes, it's very bad. We already went through that yesterday. It's terrible. What else you got? I am so disappointed by myself. What else you got over here? Dental work is big money these days, just like everything else. They don't want us healthy. Well, you know what? My dentist, you're proving that, Winter Rising, because after I went vegan and after I changed my diet and when I changed the sugar from the regular sugar to the monk sugar, I wasn't getting those cavities anymore. So he always does an x-ray every time I go to the dentist. He tells his brother to do an x-ray because they want to look for cavities. Because you know what a cavity is? It's $500. That's how they look at it. I know it's $500 because that's how much damn money I gotta spend for the damn cavity. $500, and they try to save it. If they don't save it, then what they try to do is they're gonna go in. They want to try to get a one of these what do they call that joint? Something to fill the area. That's gonna be $1,500. Two teeth right here. That was $1,500. Probably got about $15,000 worth of dental work. Period. And that's not even a lot compared to some other people. Only difference is I still have my real jibs and they don't. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
actually support your healthy saliva. You start off with 1 teaspoon of coconut oil.
Now I want you guys to screenshot this right here. This is the secret formula. Not a secret, it's the formula. Make your own toothpaste. Dilute it a little better, and now you got mouthwash. Screenshot. Let's go. Let's go. Go for it, y'all. Y'all ready? I'm gonna let them explain it. Now let's get it.
Okay. Then you add 1/2 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Then you add 1/4 of a teaspoon of hydrogen peroxide, food grade.
Food grade peroxide, 3%.
3%. Don't add 35%. Then you simply add 3 drops of one of those oils. Okay, it can be clove, cinnamon. You could also use oregano oil. Of course, the scent might taste like a pizza, but I think these other ones are really, really beneficial. So this is a slight modification of another recipe I gave in this video on how to prevent plaquing Check it out. I just put it up right here.
Okay, you guys, so I hope you already took a shot of that screenshot right there. What I told you to do it while it was up, and that's why I did it, because that's not a long video. That's why we did 2 videos today. And just the fact that I had something that had to do with toothpaste and to alter what we learned yesterday, there's no way I was not going to try to keep it fresh in mind to show us what we got to do. So yes, we need 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of hydrogen peroxide. It has to be food grade, 3%. Let's keep on moving forward. 3 drops of cinnamon or clove. I recommend clove. Why? Because you know what clove does. And clove actually does help the mouth as well as the teeth, gums, as well as keep your oral balance perfect. That's right, cloves. If you want to, grow your own. Make clove tea, make clove mouthwash. Clove is a powerful thing. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. I have all of those. I was in a good mood until you told me my toothpaste sucks. I apologize for telling you the truth. How many people here yesterday learned about the toothpaste that Boof just announced? BOOF H2N. You guys were here yesterday and you heard about it yesterday right along with me. It's not me making it up. Go watch yesterday's episode, Boof. You'll see. We also really dove into a lot of toothpastes and we found out what was really in them. And what we found was not good, right? Yes, you guys know. You guys know we watched it yesterday. And cloves came up a lot, yeah. But this is why we do this, Booth. We don't do this to feel bad about the stuff that we bought. We do this to stop making those same mistakes. Because, Booth, guess what? I want you to live long. I keep on telling everybody here, it's not about that one ingredient. It's about finding those bad ingredients in all of these products. That way, when our mind knows what to look for, yellow #7, red this, blanc, blanc, blanc. You should see me now in the supermarket. I got to funnel this stuff. Nothing makes it past me. I see something that say organic, I pick it up. When they say something like enriched flour, pop, right back on the shelf. Enriched flour and something organic, okay, stop it. If you think you're gonna make a profit, ain't happening over here. It's sad, but there's a lot of things that we do not need to take in because I keep on telling you guys, not only is toothpaste a product, not only is mouthwash a product, sneakers are a product, this jacket is a product, food is now a product. Because if you think about it, what are they really concerned about? Not the nutrition. They're worried about making money, and making money. How do they make money? By making the product, making it so it can stay on the shelf and for longevity on the shelf. They don't even care about if it's good for you. They don't. Nothing tastes the same, and you know what I'm talking about. You eat those cookies, you like this. Why does this taste so funny? It's because of the flour and that nasty fake seasoning that they're putting in there that there's nothing pure about it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. We're all for this, and you know what time it is to do. You know we don't leave up out of here without doing a good video. And this one is going to be Lynn and Nova. That's right, you guys. He's back in the water. He's back moving it, and he's back being an inspiration. I like to say I told you so. And this one, I'm going to take that run around, and I'm going to say it. I told you so. I told you guys Nova would be up by summer. I told you so. I told you Nova will be back doing his thing. I told you so. And guess who never gave up on him? None of these people right here and his mother. Do you see that smile on that boy's face right there? I mean, do you see that smile on Nova's face? Let's check in with our friends, our family channel friends, Lynn and Nova, because Nova went and did his aqua water therapy, and now he's doing it on an incline. Let's go. Let's go. You can't bite it. That's good. There you go. Nice. That the glass is not for biting. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, bitch, your butt's gonna hit the back. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, you gotta move it. I'll have a leash on you. Yeah, then you're not gonna be very happy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there you go. He's doing good though. He's doing really well. He's like, it's hard. Yeah, get it, buddy.
You can do it. I know you can. I know. That's the point. He also, I think he hates that it's going fast because he can't lift this so voraciously because he has to work for it.
So this is a water treadmill so that he can get his legs and back legs stronger. And it's been working, you guys, really well.
So he's trying to bite it. I'm like, no, no, no. Oh, 100%. He's like, this is the burn. I'm like, yeah, you didn't feel the burn before. You didn't feel a lot of things. Now you gotta feel the muscle burn. Yeah, there you go. You got it.
So they freeze like baby food or dog food, and then they just make them keep on licking it. That's what keeps them paying attention to the direction, so they can keep on doing what they got to do. But don't Nova look extra cute right now?
Do this. You can. We're just gonna walk until you see. Keep going. What are you doing? Going. Deeper. You got this, dude. I'm done. I have to go work on our glutes. I'm making Isabella.
Said they got to work on the glutes on his booty.
Place. Here's your water and your water.
Okay.
Got it.
Wouldn't even drink it on the floor.
I'll drink it now. You are something. You are something else.
You just gonna do it? Good job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's just do two because I'm probably gonna like do some little burns with it. Okay. Well, but I want the
You see, but he ain't doing it right now. You like that? See, what they want him to do is lift his legs up. That's the focus. They want that 1, 2, 3, 4 palms on the ground. That's what they want.
red green. Red green? Yeah. So you got it on that top, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Are you ready? You ready to show off, please?
He said I just did.
There
Whoa,
you go.
he,
You got it, like,
okay.
not being a nut. Okay? Let's try again. Not like a nut.
See, what I like about him is no matter who he's with, she's trained him so well that he understands words. And there's not a lot of dogs that's really like this dog, if you guys understand that. And look how everybody took to him wherever he goes.
Yeah. Yep. Slow it down. Yep. There you go. Ready?
Nova, like, look, I want the snack, all right? I'm going to jump over this.
No, that's not slow. Go slow. 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 Yes. Yes. There you go. Slow your stinking brain down. Your brain is working overtime. There you go. There you go. There we go. All right. Over. Nice and slow. Bang.
And we got to walk over there to the car. Come on. Come on.
I want you to see some regular walking, all right? Because I said he was going to be walking by summertime.
Almost there. Good. Oh.
And you got a coach like Lynn, you're not going to lose. When a mother like that, with that high pitch, come on, Budgie, you know you're going to win the Olympic gold if she's rooting for you. You know that, right?
Okay, we almost there. We got to get to the truck. I know them legs probably jelly. Uh-huh. Come on. Not that way.
She got to pee. All that water.
We got to go across.
He's looking good, though, right, y'all? He looking good. All fours, even after a workout, walking good. You got to accept that. We understand. We accept that. That's all good. Boy just had a whole operation a couple of months ago.
All right. All right, you ready to get in the car?
Shout out to Nova. Good boy. Good boy. Thank you so much, Lynn. Thanks for sharing, Lynn. Thanks for sharing Nova with us. I remember that one day when she came on and said, that's when I realized that Nova's no longer my dog anymore. When we stepped up and was like, oh no, we ain't letting that happen. And there's even people to this day that's trying to call the therapy place and pay for more sessions for Nova. But you guys do know that Nova's about to graduate. Nova graduates this month from therapy. And if you want to send him a gift or a kind thought or something, go on over to Lynn and Nova. I'm subscribed there as well. Send him a well wish for his graduation because Nova came a long way. And we love our furry friends over here, don't we, you guys? Don't we? And y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Y'all want to promote something, trying to get your business out there? We have up to 73,000 subscribers. So if you want to promote your business, all you got to do is send it over to us. Send us your promos. Send them over to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. They have to be in a 1080 by 1080 size frame in order to fit in the post notification area. That's right. You got a business, you got a barbecue coming up, you might have a party coming up. I don't know what you got, but if it's in a 1080 by 1080 and you want to promote it right here on Our Bottom Line, send it to me at bridgethisllc@gmail.com and I'll put it up on the post notification area on YouTube to make sure that everybody sees it. And if you're a member of the Discord, go ahead and pop it inside the Discord. I already told you guys, fairs, anything that has to do with soup kitchens, anything that has to do with can drives, anything that has to do with job availability. You guys may not even think about it, but I walk by a couple myself. You might see these posters up. You might see certain things in your neighborhood. Take that phone, take a photo, put it up in the Discord. You have no idea who you may be helping. That's right. Let's flood the Discord with information, no matter where it's from and from where it is. As long as it's good information. Do you know anywhere that's giving away a bed, or maybe there's some clothing drives or something like that going on? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Festivals. I don't care what it is. Jazz festivals, events. Put it up in the Discord. Let everybody know where to be at. You might meet a friend that's in the same state, in the same neighborhood. You might meet somebody. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Not only that, but you know what I'm going to say also? It's my turn because now it's time to talk about the Show Your talent search. That's the talent search that's coming up in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And if you win, boom, you get up to $250. That's right. But after we get all 5 people together in all 5 boroughs, plus 1 person from here, we make you all compete. And that's right. 5 people compete for the grand prize of $1,000. Sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. And you know who's going to be one of the hosts and one of the judges? Your boy Boogotti NYC, along with my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. So if you want to show us your talent, and don't limit it, it could be rapping, it could be singing, it could be flipping, it could be art, it could be cooking. Whatever it is, we want to see it. So bring it on over, let us see what it is, and you could make $250. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com, and you see what Miss Swans are saying right there, right? Excuse the shine on my forehead because I'm sweating, but you want to get lit? You got to drink Big Drip. Going over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. First page, you're going to sign up by putting your email address in the slot. We're going to get it and keep you post notificated on where we're going to be at. We're supposed to be moving around this month. Keep me to that, you guys. Make sure you said, Bugatti, you did say this month you guys were going to do something. So yes, whether it's going to be Queens at that location, or maybe the Frog's Neck location, we will let you guys know. We will let you know. But you guys gotta come out because I'm gonna be there. We're gonna be having a nice tasting going on. And I want to see as many people in the New York borough as possible. We've already done Staten Island, Queens, and the Bronx. We're about to do another run, do it all over again, and hit Brooklyn and Manhattan as well. Hopefully you guys show up to the Show Your talent search. That's right, you guys. And y'all know what I'm about to say right now, right? We can't leave here without getting those prayers in the air. It's Thursday. That's right, Thursday. It's a hot, warm day outside. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Thankful for being here for another day. But you know how we do it around here. We got to thank the Lord because we still got to do the rest of the day to get through. And we still got to make it back to be here tomorrow again on Our Bottom Line. Hopefully you guys will do that in a safe manner and you have a really good and fantastic day doing it. But I also want to pray for your health. I want to pray for love. I want to pray for happiness. And I want to pray for for good feelings out here, you guys. Let's pray for respect and let's pray for unity. That's right. Boop. Unity. We're going to pray for unity as well. Who we're praying for this morning? Rebecca Lanyon Bueno, Sweet RV Adventures, Adam Trebet, as well as Rebecca Lanyon Bueno and Kalesov. Thank you so much, Kalesov. Liberty and Justice and Miss Keisha. Can't forget Batty Lynn for always holding us down. Can't forget about Winter Rising, Miss Keisha, Mary Tanner, Patrick Farino, Miss Chocolate 72, Rose CLE. Can't forget about you, Tony Wright, Sweet RV, Adam Trebet. I already said it, but it's all good. Guy and Elsa, thank you so much for coming through all the time. Liberty and Justice, could not do it without you. And I really hope you mean that. Hope it was a good show, because I try to make sure that we leave it all on the floor and make sure that you guys are getting good information. Go ahead and make some toothpaste and let me know if it works. Winter Rising, thank you so much, Rebecca Lanyon, Bueno, Just Joy. Angels Among Us, you already know. Even when you're not here, we shout you out. Rebecca Lanyon Bueno. Got that glove back. Rebecca's, uh-oh, you better watch out. You better not cry, because she will get you and say bye, bye, bye. Keep on moving. Who else we got up in here? Adam. Can't forget about Mary Tanner. Aaron. Okay, can't forget about who else we got. Come on, give me some more people, Patrick. Can't forget about Sam Champion, Jordan. Can't forget about Teddy. Can't forget about, who was that left early? I can't remember the name. Luigi. Can't forget Luigi. Also Terry, Kalesiv, Angels Among Us, Winter Rising, Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman, and Jeffrey Spilker. That's right, you guys. Kalesiv, I always shout you out. Aaron as well as myself. Can't forget about Boogotti. Can't forget about me. And Casey Ramos. Come on, bro. You know we can't forget about you. And how we going to do it? Oh, Dot Focus. Can't forget about you as well. Amen. That's how we going to do it today. That was a good Thursday. I hope you guys learned a lot. We got a good workout in. Now you know how to go mix some toothpaste just in case the workout was too strong and intense. Go do that. Make sure that you come right back here tomorrow for the next episode of Our Bottom Line. 6 o'clock in the morning, same location on YouTube, right here on YouTube. And like I always tell you guys, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me this Thursday, I appreciate you. So let me get ready to stack the deck for some trending topics, up-to-date current events for some more for tomorrow, and much more. And I'll be right back right here 6 o'clock in the morning to see you guys. Have a fantastic and safe day. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Like I always say, coulda went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me on Our Bottom Line, I appreciate you. See you guys tomorrow. Get 'em. Peace. And go watch that Kenneth Miner video. Kenneth Miner, the Harlem Kevorkian. That's right, it's out now. The video is in the videos. Boogotti NYC interviews Kenneth Miner, the Harlem Kevorkian.